Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, baby. Let's get motivated. Let's get ready. Let's get excited. Do you feel the love? Do you feel the energy? Do you feel the vibes? That's the question. Do you see the sweat pouring off my face, baby? Because I just worked out. It's 100 degrees outside, ready to go, and I still suited up with the Windsor knot, baby. Extra tight on the neck because, hey, now I wanted to talk about Labor Day. First of all, shout out to Labor Day and everyone who works so hard for the country, for all of us. Let's represent Labor Day. But I want to make a distinction about Labor Day. Where did Labor Day really come from? Why do we have Labor Day in the first place? Isn't that a good question? You know, please hit the like button on your way in. It's the best thing you can do. It's a good karma move. It's classy. If you come in my house and you don't eat the food, it's kind of rude, you know? So come on and hit that like button. 320 people on the live stream, 161 likes. It's you people that grow the stream to 500. It's you people that grow the stream to 700. It's you people that keep the momentum moving. So without you, I got nothing. So you're going to leave me out there? I'm going to have to sell all my clothes and go off back out to the streets? Or are you going to help us progress all the way to 100,000 subscribers? Do you want to be part of a movement? Do you want to be degressive or progressive? Right now is your chance to be part of a progressive movement. Hit the like button. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Bang, bang, bang. 192 likes on the live. Refresh your page. Okay, so now if you do what you love, it's not called labor. It really isn't. I mean, I guess there's a labor of love in a way, but if you truly do what you love, it shouldn't be called labor. Like today, I'd take a day off because of Labor Day, but why? To be with beautiful people that love me, to talk about the charts that I love, and to go over what I'm so passionate about, Bitcoin, every single day. So you tell me. It is what it is. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's get into brass tacks. Let's jump on in. But shout out to everybody here on this Labor Day. I expect low viewership. Most people should be out with their families getting that last day of summer. Tomorrow is the first day of school. Pretty interesting for my kid. So it's like Labor Day right into the first day of school. So tomorrow, first day of school, we're back at it, driving the kid to school, getting her ready, getting going, and it's right back to that same old energy of the year, that 9-month hustle. The summer's over, everybody. I mean, we still have up till September 21st, and, you know, the weather goes on. But, you know, it's time to get down to brass tacks. The markets are going to come back. They're going to have more liquidity. We're going to be back into action. We're going to have that Monday, that, you know, that October, that November pump in the stock market that we have almost every single year, like a cyclical motion in time. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Number one, let's talk about Luna C. If you're in my trading group, I posted this idea, Luna C. Likely this thing could make a move, right? Now, it was high risk for sure. Extremely high risk for Luna. But, you know, this thing just continues to boom. We went over it last night, too, on the channel. Look at this thing. Tight. And it could go up. Look, measured move would get you all the way up here for a gain of what? 48%. This thing banged on you. 33. With the Larry Bird. Shout out to everybody here with the 33% gains for Luna C. So Luna banging on them. All you had to know is how to draw a tight wedge. That's it. And I'll teach you my trading style right now. I find a tight wedge with the pattern. Check one. I look for moving averages to be close and tight. I look for the 21 to be crossing the 50 to be crossing the 200. Golden cross right there, baby. Tight moving averages. Look at the last time we had tight moving averages. Backtest these theories. Everything I teach you, you can backtest, and you'll find it is true because I spent years and years doing this. So you can jump. You can go and do what I did and watch YouTube for 5 years and play games and trip over your feet. Or you can do exactly what most people, smart people do, and jump on in immediately. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. 408 people on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? We got 180 people that are afraid. We know you're scared. You live in fear sometimes. You're not sure. The like button scares you. You're like kind of like, if I hit it, what will happen to me? Will I turn into a mongoose? No, you will not turn into a mongoose. You'll be okay. We actually have ice packs and splints for people that may hurt themselves on the way down to the like button. So it's okay. I get it. You might sprain. If that happens, we have ice packs and splints for your fingers. So risk-free. Hit the like button. You won't hurt yourself. It'll be okay. I'm telling you, everything's going to be okay. Trust me. Liking a nice guy on YouTube that's super happy is an okay thing to do. It's going to be okay. All right? It's going to be okay. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. So look, last night, if you were in my trading group, we were here. And I gave you an update, and I said, look out. Bitcoin's likely to drop to the bottom of the pattern here at support. This is exactly what I said. And then I even drew a yellow line here, and I said, you got high stochastics in the 1 hour. You're likely to drop to the downside. Who here saw that? Who here traded a short last night based on that idea? Did anyone take a short based on the Bitcoin analysis? Did anyone do their own Bitcoin analysis, then take a short? You know what I mean? Not saying my analysis, but did you look at my analysis, then put down your own trading style, and then did you take a short based on that idea? Just wanted to know if anyone took a short based on this idea and made some money last night in their sleep. Gains in the sleep, baby. Gains in the sleep. So, and what happened? Bitcoin did. So, I correctly projected Bitcoin on Sunday morning, right? To the downside to the moment. Then we got the jump. I correctly projected Bitcoin on Saturday morning. Each time when I got to the show Saturday night, what we saw Saturday morning at the update, same thing happened on the weekend. So I try to show you what you would get in the trading group on the weekends. So if you're just watching right now and you're observing and you're trying to figure out what's going on here, still keep paying attention, keep showing up. We're going to break it down for you, right? So look, it was most likely Bitcoin was going to drop to the downside here. And this is neat. Like, look how neat we are today. I want to neat up the charts for the beginners. I do a lot of mad science and I get it. So today I wanted to just keep it simple, stupid. That's a saying. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm saying I'm keeping it simple, stupid. It's just saying to me. But it's just an old saying. We shouldn't even repeat it, though. I don't like saying even, I'm so against pejorative behavior and pejorative profanity. I used to swear a lot. I grew up in Boston. It was F. I really, now when I feel the swear word come out of my mouth, it sounds so horrible and foreign. I don't want to do it. It's so strange. I'm changing as a man into my 40s. I hope to become a completely new individual than I was in my mid-30s and in my 20s. And mature into a great father figure and a great mentor for each and every one of you. And you know what? Each and every one of you are helping me become a better person. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. I have to show up every day. I have commitments to each and every one of you. And it's changed my life in so many ways. YouTube has made me commit. YouTube has said, hey, do you want to be successful? Or do you want to go and work the job you used to work? And I said, I would like to take the YouTube route. And YouTube said, okay, I'm going to be the hardest boss you ever had. You're going to work day and night. You're going to live and breathe this. You're going to spit YouTube. You're going to eat YouTube. You're going to breathe YouTube. You're going to be you. It's going to be everything of your essence. You're going to commit 157 million bajillion % into the cause. And I'm telling you right now, when the universe sees you commit, When the universe sees that you have fully committed, I'm telling you right now, a void opens up, a space opens up, and you start to move like Superman. I'm telling you, it's insane. I'm feeling it right now. You can feel it coming off of me. The inspiration should be pouring off of me. You should feel it because I came from nowhere. I came from the pandemic with nothing. And I live streamed every single day, 500 and some odd crazy days over and over, soon to be show number 600. And we broke through the mold, baby, and you can too. So I don't want to hear anybody make excuses for themselves. I don't want anybody be around a negative person. I don't want to hear anyone say they cannot do it because that is hogwash. You can, you will, you are the best, and you're going to do it. Stick with me. Let's get back into the TA, but stick with me, baby. Stick with me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Let's go, baby. So let's do it. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for where we're going. I'm excited to create the future. We're not going to live in someone else's world. We're going to create our world. We're going to create our universe. We're going to create it. We're going to find our happiness and we're going to live in it. And we're going to help other people do it too. You see what I'm saying? We're going to spread love throughout the world every single day. We're going to live in love with the strongest frequency in the world. You cannot defeat me if I live in love. It is impossible. Your hate will never be as strong as my love, so it does not matter. Let's go, baby. So look, last night I suggested that we were going to go to the downside, possibly make a bit of a double bottom here for Bitcoin at support. And let's press play on the replay tool. And lo and behold, we nailed the short beautifully overnight. 8 hours short to the downside. That's an 8-hour candle. How do you check? You can hold shift and at any moment just click and then you'll get a measurement tool. And that measurement tool will tell you, look, 1 day, 2 hours, 26 buys. You know what I mean? Whatever you want. So what did I think was going to happen now? Well, the 15-minute was a little oversold this morning. Suggested a bit of a bounce to the upside, but look, we tried and we could not get above 19,800. If you've been watching my channel for the last 2-3 weeks, ever since Bitcoin couldn't get above 21,800, I began to short the market with a stop loss at 22K. It was the most beautiful short ever positioned because we were so close to the position, to the entry, that if you didn't make the trade, you would lose barely nothing. Like, seriously, it was one of the greatest trades literally ever made. Stop loss at 22,000. Never got hit. And it was simple. We came up. We couldn't get above it. We came up. We made a double top. Then we decided, we made a double top here. We made one last resort. They got as many longs as they could to liquidate. And then they pummeled us back to the downside. So, that was a simple, one of the most simple shorts to me in my life. So then we got here and Bitcoin got to a high of 20,670. Then it went to 20,005. And I said, if Bitcoin can't close a candle above 20,800, expect more downside. Then it was, if Bitcoin can't close a candle above 20,500, expect more downside. We took a beautiful short. Then it was, if Bitcoin can't close a candle above 20,300, expect more downside. Then it was, if Bitcoin can't close a candle above 19,800, expect more downside. We got a 4-hour candle to close in the weekly last night. Literally for it got above it, it closed. So we got a 23,055 candle. And then minutes later, we would go below it. That to me is not a true confirmation. It was like one finger was hanging on the ledge and it let go. And we gave up on it all. So, not a good look, Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I will be persistent and consistent as you can be. Persistence will beat resistance every single time. I'm telling you, say that again. Persistence will beat resistance every single time. Say that again. Because that seems simple when you're saying it out loud, but what that means is you can accomplish anything you want in your life. Because if you keep pushing, you'll break through any obstacle in your way. Hands down. So this did form to be a double bottom. All right. The 15-minute is oversold. Okay. In my mind, we're making a bit of an inverted head and shoulder. These patterns are just, ingrained in my brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Shout out to Cypress Hill. House of Pain. It's like, so look at this double bottom, shoulder, head and shoulder. The best groups ever, man. Everlast. I grew up on all that. Persistence will beat resistance all the time, baby. Aha. It really will. How about that 7-minute bullish div that played out on ETH? Wow. Shout out to Spiros, my man. SuperChat. Send in your super chats for a deep dive on your favorite coin. Shout out to Dustin KAVA. Shout out to all the Blue Crew and the moderators in the game. Shout out to Gina Bombina. Dustin KAVA. Love learning. And every single beautiful person that comes to the stream and decides to just bless your eyes with the stream, hit the like button, give us your energy, give us your love. Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate it. Are you drinking the lemon water? Did you work out today? I worked out today. I feel like I could move 1,000 mountains, baby. I really do. I feel unbelievable. August, best month I ever had in business in my life. I will share the best month I've ever had in my life. August, the best month I ever had in my life, business-wise. And that's because of each and every one of you beautiful, amazing people. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I could never, ever have true words of gratitude for how I feel. I wake up in gratitude. I say thank you, God, for every single thing you've given me. My beautiful children, the bed that I woke up on, the legs to walk to the bathroom, the ability to smell, the ability to see, the ability to be alive, baby. We're here. A lot of people died last night. A lot of people were in a car accident last night. Some people did not wake up this morning. Everyone on this live stream is blessed. You got today, baby. You got today. You never know when you're going to leave this earth. I fell through a glass door bleeding, gushing. I thought I was done, dude. It was over. Blood was just pouring. When was I going to get to the hospital? When? How far away? What was going to happen? It was all rushing through my mind. What was going to happen? I kicked in those doors to the ER. I said, this is not my day, baby. I ran through the projects at 19th and 5th through Upper Manhattan. I went to the Metropolitan Hospital. I kicked in the freaking swinging doors. I said, I'm going to die if I can't get help right now. I'm bleeding profusely out my artery. They put me into triage. They stapled me up. They did whatever they had to do. They started cleaning. Insane. I don't even want to. Oh my gosh. Whenever I have a tough day, whenever I think something is bad, I'd look down at this scar and I rub it with my hand, with my finger. And I said, damn, man, today ain't that day, baby. Today ain't that day. Today ain't that day. I ain't running to the hospital right now watching blood gush out of my arm. So today ain't that day, baby. We blessed. And I want you to know that you're blessed. Let's get back into the charts. And I love each and every one of you. Stay blessed, man. We can do TA and stay motivated. We can do it both at the same time. We can stay focused, all right? Because the positive energy, the love gives you more focus. The more positive, the more energy, the more positive energy you have, the easier it is to learn. The faster you absorb energy, the more you'll remember. When you're in a state of turmoil, a lot of people yelling at you negative energy, it is very hard to learn. It is not easy for the brain to remember things. You're in a state of disease. So take a deep breath. Sit back with me on this beautiful Monday morning. Realize no matter what has happened to you in the past, it is over. Today is the next day of the rest of your life, and you're ready to make a change. You're here with the lifer. I got you. You got me. And together, we're going to break through. You're going to get me to 2,000 subs on the live stream one day. You're going to get me to all these beautiful places. It's each and every one of you sitting behind the computer. You're going to get me to those places. And I'm going to get you wherever you want to be to. We're going to work together. I love you. I really do. Because I love every single creation of God. Because I'm a creation of God. So therefore, I must love you too. Because we are one and I am you and you are me. And shout out to each and every one of you. Enough with my feel-good preaching. But this is just what's coming out of me today. And if this is what God wants me to say, I'm saying it. And I don't care who doesn't like it. All right? I hope you love it. Can I get some more likes? All the way up to 500 likes, baby. So I'm looking at the 15-minute, and I'm done. It's TA for the rest of the time, but I just got to get it out, all right? I just got to get it out. DD on LRC, please. Love your energy, man. Thank you so much. I love you too, bro. Shout out to you and yours, bro. Thank you so much for the PNL 25. Shout out to Michael Loretta. You're the best TA guy I've ever seen, but you got to lay off the estrogen. Oh, this guy. All right, you're done. You're done. Estrogen pills, man. Come on, man. All right, I think that's funny, but I still want to put you on timeout, Wells. You're on timeout, man. Because then you're gonna bring out the alpha male in me that wants to take you down and throw you in a back alley and kick your teeth in. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to have to talk like that. So shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'll show you estrogen when you're choking down your tooth. You know what I'm saying? Don't challenge me, man. Please. So look, shoulder, head, in his shoulder. I've been in over 150 street fights. I've had my jaw broken. I've had my hand with the pins in it. I grew up in Boston, man. I'm a nice dude, and I don't fight anymore, and I don't condone violence at all. But in my lifetime, I've seen a lot of grit. I've kneed my knee into someone's face until their teeth broke through my skin. I've headbutted people until their freaking nose shattered, like I've broken cheekbones. Like, you don't want to know, man. Growing up in Boston, it was tough, man. People were fighting left and right. It was insanity. I wasn't even trying to be like that, and it was out of control. So staples in kids' heads, 5 on 10 at the train station. It was out of control. So oh, yeah, no. Right in the teeth, man. People would kick you right in the teeth in Boston. It was tough, man. It was tough, man. It was a hard city to grow up in. No lie, man. The streak is live, man. So we're looking at a shoulder, a head, and a possible right shoulder here. The oversold stochastics is showing us that we're likely to come on down here and make a right shoulder, all right? The 1 hour suggests that we may make a move here because we're getting oversold, but we got a little leg room, so to speak, right? So that's what I'm looking at right now on this Monday morning, Super chats, LRC. We'll take a look at LRC. Yeah. And again, I haven't been in a fight now in years. And that's, but I grew up, it was insane, So, you could take the kid out of Boston, but you could never take the Boston out the kid, baby. You know what I mean? Baby, it's Mark Wahlberg. I just got in fights all the time. It wasn't my fault, babe. There was everyone everywhere. They were throwing bottles at me, babe, and it didn't matter. I tried so hard to stop it, but eventually I just had to get into it. All right, babe? So, when you see me in the movies, when you see me as a cop, as a fireman, doing all those things, babe, it's because I had to do it, babe. I was in Boston. They were fighting with me all the time, babe. I'm Marky Wahlberg. Oh, man. Grew up in Hicktown. Samesies. Funny, he's like Samesies. Samesies, bro. Shout out. So look, shoulder. So we got a double bottom here forming. I'm looking for a right shoulder on this 15-minute. Likely we're headed back to the downside, and we're at resistance. 19,800 is our big boy. Notice every morning, every day, I keep just showing you the green bar of resistance. And we keep moving it around, and we're showing you where it is again, and here it is again. The famous green bar of resistance is now at a 19,800 from trading to UFC. Dude, I'll go right into UFC. I'll give Conor McGregor a run for his money. Let's do it. No, I'm just, that dude's been fighting for years. He probably knocked my teeth down my throat. Hey. Shout out to Lewis Revenge. Dude, are you tweaking, bro? That's so weird and rude to say to me. That's really rude. You're out, man. Time out. Definitely not. Moderators, please take care of those so I don't have to see them. If you can. Conor to be running from the lifer, I would do a celebrity. I would celebrity fight him. I'll give me 6 months to train. I just believe I could take anyone on. I mean, 6'6" people, though, they're 500 pounds. But even then, you never know. I mean, if anything goes, then, because I could get David and Goliath, man. You know what I'm saying? PPV idea, crypto celebrities boxing. Yeah, much respect to all the Blue Crew and the East Jordan holding it down. Shout out to East Jordan, David, Kendall. East Jordan, we love you, man. You're the man, dude. Appreciate you for everything you've done for the crew. It's not easy to swallow your pride. It's not easy to, but you know what? When you have a positive energy and you want to get somewhere, you just refuse to let the dark side in. No matter how hard it tries to break in, you just can't let it break in. Impossible. You got to just take a deep breath and say, you know what? I'm going to go towards the light, baby. And I just want to let you know I love you and I see that. And, I don't dabble too much. But shout out to the Blue Crew. Each and every one of you are blessed. Thank you so much. I know you all are there to help me and to help the cause. So we love you. We love you. And you know what? We can talk about things in a positive light and continue to move. Shout out to the 19,777 for Bitcoin. All right. Highly likely to come to the downside here. Likely a short will play out on the 15-minute. Couple leverage short. I only go 3L and 3S. A little bit of a move here coming on the 15-minute. Unless we get a bit of a short squeeze, we'll take a look at BOOKMAP for you, and we'll break it down. We'll load up that BOOKMAP and see what it's telling us. Pay that like tax on the way in. I'd greatly appreciate it. 557 people on the live. 390 likes. Your favorite YouTubers take days off, weeks off. They disappear. Where are they now? They're taking the weekends off. They're traveling. I go on vacation. I take my family places. I still have the decency to show up every single day for my live stream and for my students and for my subscribers and for anyone that wants to change their life, because every single day is a day for someone to change their life. Hands down. So Bitcoin likely getting rejected by 19,800 and coming to the downside on the 15-minute. However, the 1 hour is oversold. So it gives me a little bit of hope with this curve that we may pump to the upside. 15-minute may even just curl off to the side, and we actually even may get pinned on the 15-minute. The 1 hour could just continue to pump. It's looking pretty bullish, in my humble opinion. But I'm looking for that inverted head and shoulder, baby, on the 15. So I'm projecting an inverted, and I'm looking for that right shoulder at rejection. This would make perfect sense as the stochastic curl back to the downside, and we filled in the right shoulder. We would also bounce here off of this POC sticking out. So you got a lot of confluence that this may happen. We're at resistance here, like this POC sticking out when I move it. See, why did that line change? People don't understand. Why did that line change? This looks at the liquidity on screen. So it knows what you got, what you're looking at. So right here, this is a POC compared to what you got. But when we move it and we add more liquidity, the POC will change based on how many more candles are touching the area, you see? So don't be confused. Don't get worried. Because when I first started using this indicator, I would move the chart and then I'd see it move and I would get very confused. And I'd say, but that was the support. And then I was like, well, no, but then and I would just be like, what? Now, look, we can't get above a POC right now. You see how we're getting rejected by it? It's not a good look at all right? Now, to understand where we may go, you need to look at this indicator on a bigger time frame, like the weekly, all right? Now, the bigger time frames are showing me that there's a chance that we have bottomed here at 17.5. I'll give you that. Look at the weekly beginning to curl, all right? Also, there's a lot of fear. When there's a lot of fear, that's when I buy Bitcoin, all right? I've been gobbling. I don't know if you've noticed. I started buying 1,000, 1,500. I've been buying up Bitcoin on the lows recently. You know, I'm back to buying it again. Why? Because it's back in these shaded zones. Anywhere between, you know, if it gets to a 6 and a 7, that's an anomaly. You usually don't get that low. This is the crypto fear and greed index. We look at it every single day here on the channel. Let me move a little. Yeah. Next update is coming in 9 hours. So this is pretty accurate here. 23. Extreme fear yesterday down at 20. So we've recovered a little bit. Last month we had the prices were a little high, right? When we got to 24, 25K, I think we even got into the 40 region here. And when this is 40, now I don't condone alcohol. This guy says drink the wine, but I do like the song. So what do I do with that? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Shout out to Richard Ducard. We'll take a look at DXY for sure. He said it's ready to moon, and that would be a beautiful short. So here's the deal. Bitcoin's either going to pump or dump. There's probabilities either way. I'm about 80% trying to, when I figure out where Bitcoin's going to go. I mean, I like to ask the channel, what percentage am I? Actually, we'll ask Twitter. We'll ask Twitter. This is a great Twitter idea right here. I get great ideas. I really do. And this is a good idea. What percentage am I on my Bitcoin calls? Like when I say Bitcoin's likely to go somewhere, and every once in a while I say I don't know, but about 80 to 90% of my show was like last night I said I'm short Bitcoin, and we woke up, So what percentage am I on my Bitcoin calls? And in your opinion. What percentage am I on my Bitcoin calls? I don't know why I did that big, Now, we'll answer this. I'll come back to it at the end of the stream. And be honest, man. And I'm sure we'll get some trolls, but we'll see what the majority of people say. What percentage am I on my Bitcoin calls? You get it. I think that's all I have to say, right? What percentage am I on my Bitcoin calls, in your opinion? All right. I want to know. I want to hear. I don't want to say. I want you guys to tell me. Let the people speak for you. That's the greatest thing you can do. All right. We set the trends. It's not the other way around. They want to know what we're doing, dude. We set the trends. Up and down. When I stepped out the pan. I love that track. I love that track with the Migos and Jim Jones, man. We set the trends. Mystery of the video, Steve Irwin's death, which caught his final moments on camera. Wow. I feel bad when he was such a cool dude. Moment of silence for Steve Irwin and his family. So what percentage am I on my Bitcoin calls, in your opinion? We'll leave that. We'll come back. Let's see if that gets shredded by trolls or we get some real advice, real information. We'll check. I believe it's going to be an amazing thing to see. That's why I put it out there. So we'll take a look. Shout out to the 19 99 in Super Chats. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for putting some balls in the jar over there. It's all alone. If you want to see your balls hit the jar, then throw them on in. It's actually a fun, virtual experience for your money to actually hit the jar. So I love doing it when I'm on someone else's channel and they happen to have a jar. Not many people have a jar. You got Mitch Ray, you got me, you got there's not many of us. So take advantage of the jar when you see it. All right. Weekly's trying to do a little bit of a bend here. And I keep talking about the 2-week, which is extremely oversold. Possible double bottom. We'll look at the bigger time frames like earlier on, but I just want to and the 3-day, very oversold, But the 3-day was very oversold here, and we still had a massive dump. So I just, the daily is getting overbought. The 22-hour is overbought. So these are the worrisome signs here, and we couldn't get above this major resistance at 20,000, So 20,000 is a best-kept secret now. The bulls and the bears are battling for 20K. It's an absolute battle for 20K. Look at it up there. Look at the price action up there. It's crazy, But you know what I'm saying, right? So that's why I'm short right now. I'm short the 22-hour. And look, I like probabilities, all right? I just like to go with what I've seen before. And so what I do is if I shorted the 22, look, watch this. I'm going to blow your mind right now. I'm going to give you my special sauce. I'm going to show you why I do what I do, all right? I give myself proof before any trade I take, all right? Watch this. I'm going to blow your mind. We're going to start right here at number 1. All right, watch this. This is going to be a session and a half. Honestly, let's get this recorded for the trading group. Let's get this clipped out. I think we should clip this out, Porter Rock. A bunch of things I asked to clipped out recently. I don't know if they've made it through the clippage system too. Sean, make sure you're asterisking some clip outs here. I asked something to get clipped out a week ago. No one did it. And I asked anyone to do it. I was like, can we just clip this 30-second thing out? We never got it clipped out. It's all good, but I know I'm a machine. Working for me is insanity. But, I can never expect any of my employees to work as hard as me. My friend the other day was like, you can't expect people to work as hard as you, man. He's like, that's rude. I was like, I know. I said, I never expect anyone to work as hard as me, but I would love it if they did. So look, we have overbought. But honestly, if you're the CEO of your company, if you're the boss, you should be the hardest working person in the room every single time, baby. You know what I'm saying? So look, overbought on the 22-hour. If you had shorted that, you would have made some monkey, baby. It would have been a nice payoff, okay? Let's go over these two here. This one here too, look. Nice payoff. Both of these. So that was a dump, came back for the M and another dump. So both of these, 1, 2, 3 for 3 right here. If you had shorted the 22-hour above the dotted line on the Stokes. Simple as that. What if you shorted here above the dotted line on the Stokes? Beautiful dump to the downside. And we're talking good dumps, 42K all the way down to 37,000. I mean, these are 5,000 dumps on 40,000. 1/8. I mean, you're making, on leverage, that's 20%. Here's your other high here. Massive dump. Here. Massive dump. So if you just rode the trends and shorted any time we got close to or on the dotted line of the 22-hour, or even begin to bend, look at that one. That was just a bend, and we were just like. Then you shorted this one here. Perfect entry in this neighborhood. See how accurate the Stokes are? So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could say no because that's low, but still, I mean, you were in the trending downtrend. You didn't break the previous high, so there was no reason to leave the trade. Short here. Dump. Another lower low, but a bend. Dump. We called these cat ears for you when it happened, if you remember. I had never seen the pattern. I learned it for the first time there. Shout out to Preston Collins for teaching me the cat ears pattern. Preston, I love you. You're the man. And I give credit where credit's due. Okay? I'm not a know-it-all. I got people that teach me stuff every single day in the trading group. I'm on a learning. If I said I wasn't learning and I was done learning, I'd be ridiculous. It's beginner's mind. We're continuing to learn the beginner's mind. So look, here again. We shorted here. 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 So look, it's never been wrong. It has been accurately right. If you had shorted it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 times in a row, you would have won that short every single time. So, if I lose this trade and we go all the way up here or something, so be it. I'm 20 for 20. You know what I mean? Shorting the 22-hour on the high stochastics has been an easy way to make money. Okay? I've been showing these things for a long time. I've been teaching you support and resistance. I've been teaching you so much. All these other channels, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know where they're at. This is how you make money. And look, I teach people how to use the Alt-I tool, right? Because you can flip the charts upside down. So look, take a deep breath. If you're like a perma bull and you have a really hard time shorting, just take a deep breath and flip the charts upside down and be like, all right, man, I'm going to trade this awesome bull pennant to the upside. That's making a beautiful flag now, you know? And be like, I'm going to take it to the upside. You know what I mean? Now, it's upside down, right? So that's taking us to 11K. But that's an easy way to really see what's happening, all right? And to be open-minded, okay? Now, if you can't handle, who here can handle 11,000 Bitcoin? I can. I'm ready for it. I got money waiting to buy 5 Bitcoins, 6 Bitcoins down there. I can't wait. I will add to my Bitcoin stash like you never would have believed. So I have a plan for it. I know exactly what I want to do when we get there. So who here is ready for 11K? Shout out to Gina with the gag. And I believe gag is good as it gets, right? Yeah. Good as gold. Gina loves to say good as gold. She's just saying that's good as gold. Gag, good as gold, baby. And, you know, I love you, Gina, for saying that. I came up with that off the seat of my pants, but you know what? It works. It's as good as gold. Gag, good as gold, baby. That's what we are here on this channel. There's always a cover-up. Shout out. Where's my overalls? Send in a super chat for deep dive. I'll go with it. Shout out to everybody here. You think ETH will follow down? Oh, of course. I'm ready for it. Sure, been stacking cash for years for this moment. Shout out to Audi Trades, my man. Stacking his coin. Stacking his coinage. Hey, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do here should be taken as financial advice. I tell you what I'm doing. I may go down in a tumble of flames. You may see, oh, he keeps putting money into Bitcoin, keeps throwing money into Bitcoin, and then it goes all the way to 3K and goes to zero. You know what I mean? Anything is possible, right? So look, I'm looking at Bitcoin right now, and everyone's like, what do you mean? I'm looking at Bitcoin upside down using the Alt-I tool. Alt-I will change the way you look at the market. You'll never be the same, all right? I'll teach you how to look at the market both ways and not get biased about anything. How to long and short, no matter what, you'll be schlonging it left and right, baby. Nothing will faze you. You'll join the group of traders and my trading group. Your mind will change. You'll be around the most positive people you've ever been around. 850 of the most positive people you've ever been around that I've amassed throughout the world. They've watched my channel. They felt the need to change their life, and they're going for it, baby. They're paying for the education that I provide. They're paying for school. I got a lifer education, you know, it's lifer university, baby. And people are getting educated. Not only getting educated about technical analysis, they're getting educated about mindset, about how to believe in yourself, about how to change your mental capacity, about how to rework your subconscious mind to go after what you want in life. Because if you can't feel good about yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, then I'm telling you right now, your trades aren't going to go well. You're not going to amass $1 million portfolio. You're not going to buy that house on the beach. Everything starts from within. And if you don't feel great about who you are, if you don't have all these ducks in a row emotionally, spiritually, financially isn't going to be there. The finance comes out of the mental and the spiritual health. It really does. Somehow through that transition, you begin to focus, and through the focus, you begin to build wealth. And I'm telling you, I'm experiencing it every single day. And then I watch other people talk about the same phenomenon, and they say the same things to me. So, and look, by flipping the charts upside down, you're less biased too. You know, now we could double bottom here at 17,000, and there's a chance we never go any lower. All right. There's a chance. I'm open-minded, but I'm open-minded to anything. Okay. And so anything is possible. All right. So the 22-hour just doesn't look too good to me. And I just showed you 22 scenarios in a row where the 22-hour banged on us. So we're also looking at a lack of bullish momentum here with the MACD really small. The last time we saw that, major dumpage. We can't even seem to get a hill here to give us any type of action back to the upside. And I am like a Bitcoin bull. Like, I love Bitcoin to the end of time. Like I would go into a fire for Bitcoin. You know what I mean? I put my life on the line for it. I was live streaming for no money for 2 years straight before anyone even cared about me, because I love Bitcoin so much. I was so passionate about something that I gave it my all when nobody even gave a dang. I had 10 people in the live stream, 15 people in the live stream. But you know what? I did it for me. I did it because I loved what I was doing. I did it because I love Bitcoin, and I did it because I needed a consistent schedule. And so I started live streaming every day, and you people started showing up, and we changed our lives together. It's been amazing. I woke up today and I did cry like a little baby because I read this testimonial. Join the group. This is quick. Join the group a few months back. Lost and confused about trading, jumping into trades left and right like a madman. I was about to give up on crypto. Then I found cryptolifer on Around the Blockchain. After watching that show, I subscribed and watched my first live that Saturday. After watching Sunday and Monday live, I subscribed for a 3-month deal. Lifer also gave me a free class I could join. I have learned a lot in just 2 months in the group. Everyone in the group is amazing. All these great traders, posting charts and answering my questions, giving me pointers. Cryptolifer is the hardest working YouTuber in the game. His TA, professionalism, dedication, and personality and good vibrations are why I am a lifer for life. I have so much appreciation for everything you do, Sam. You're an amazing teacher and a great person. Thank you again, man. Yo, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for building me up, for making me feel amazing about myself. Thank you. Sorry, everyone, but those break my heart. Those break my heart. And they mean so much to me. They mean so much to me. They mean so much to me. Thank you so much. So look, Bitcoin is in a falling wedge. And I'm sorry to be emo here. I want to be all about the TA and the brass tacks, all right? So let's stay focused. We always lose people when I get into testimonials, which I don't know why. People are like, I don't want to see this anymore. You know, we had 650, we go down to 620, and everyone keep hitting the like button. You're going to get the right type of people here, the right frequency. It's about quality. It's not about quantity. I'd rather 600 amazing individuals here than 1,000 just in and outers. You know what I mean? So you can do a lot more with a focus group than you can with just a lackluster group of people. So hit the like button. Thank you so much for being here. So look, and it's Labor Day, man. It's Labor Day. You know what I'm saying? So look, the 4-hour turned bearish on us and did turn. It's attempting to try to do a bit of a bend here and make a double bottom, right? So I'm just going with the flow of what I've been talking about. We're looking for this inverted to play out on the 15, right? And we're looking for the 1 hour to bust out of the inverted head and shoulder. Get to the top of the pattern, but then it's like, you got to show me something, Bitcoin, and get above 20,000, you know? The bigger time frames have spoken, and they look bearish to me, so. Timothy313, God bless you, lifer. You're the hardest working man in the business, man. Did Sam squeeze a lemon in his eyes? Yeah, that's all it was, man. I just got some lemon in my eye, man. Jeez. Why did I have to do it like that? I wasn't crying. There was some lemon in my eye. It's the music, too. The music's a little emo. You know, the music can get to you. Just ate some gravy and biscuits. Timmy313, my man. Shout out to Zero Allegiance. Lemon water tears, baby. Hot dogs. It's almost lunchtime. He just cut onions. That's it. I was cutting onions, man. So I can leave Bitcoin alone for now. Inverted head and shoulder, right? So that's kind of cool. And we can look for gains. Now, because if the 50 minutes is just going to reset and the 1 hour is going to pump, altcoins should make some, you know, we should see some movement in the altcoins today. So let's take a look here at the show. What is the show? You know what the show is, baby. It's all the assets that we need to succeed. And remember, the Dow is frozen today. The Dow is closed today. It looks like it's going to open nice in the 15 minute. When it does, 1 hour could pump and flip on you. 4 hours ready to make a move and get a bounce. So we're looking at the Dow making a bit of a move to the upside. We also showed you one other thing that we looked at, which it's very, 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 very tight, but swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. This is hidden bullish divergence. I mean, it is. You know, many people would say it's not, but it is. That's his hidden bullish divergence here on the chart. So look for that too as well. So hidden bullish divergence for the Dow Jones could give us a bit of a move tomorrow. All right. Now the dollar index don't stop. It doesn't matter. We've been praying for a double top up here, praying for it. We've also been showing you that this, look, swing up is an uptrend, but here's a downtrend. That's bearish divergence, baby, and you're overbought on the 4 hour. Dollar index comes on down, gives us a little relief rally for Bitcoin. Our last relief rally right there, and that could get us back into the 21,000. Everybody, we got to get above 21,800. Ever since that short was open, that has been the ominous region where you just can't seem to get above the zone. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for my man, Rene Ray. He just wrote to me. He said, I'm grateful for you. You're the man. I'm grateful for you, man. Thank you for everything you do for us and the trading group. Thank you for becoming a lifer and jumping on into the movement, baby. So look, this is a double top on the 4 hour and we're oversold or overbought. And we also have bearish divergence on my divergence indicator, stochastics RSI with divvies. How do you find that? Just go up here, type in RSI and get this one right here, stochastics with divergences by neobutane. All right. Snatch that one up for you. So look, we need to see a dump. This is a rising wedge. I've also showed you that this is a double top with bearish divergence on the daily time frame. Okay? And the daily's very overbought. So, to me, does the dollar and Bitcoin dump together? It's kind of saying that it may happen. Usually it never does. They've been correlated together a few times. A few times in my life I've seen them dump together and pump together. But it's very rare, you know. We'll take a look at BOOKMAP, and that will give us if there's a short squeeze coming, which could propel Bitcoin up to about 20,000, you know. It is just the 15-minute, and as I said before, the 4 hour looked very, very bullish. I mean, the 1 hour looked very bullish and was pushing up, and it could just pin the 15-minute. It may just pin the 15-minute to the upside. You know what I'm saying? Anything is possible. So, I think I should go a little further up on the gain, right? And I'll put the mic a little further away. I think that really does it. How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Shout out to everybody here on the live. So look, we are double topping with bearish divvy, and we keep pointing it out. And we're overbought on the 4 hour and the daily. That's a dump. That's a dump. Look at our 22 hour. 22 hours coming for a dump too. Interesting how Bitcoin and the dollar index do not correlate right now. Are not inversely correlate like they usually are. They seem to be wanting to go the same way. It's quite interesting, to say the least. Did somebody say spoon? You want a spoon, Zero? We can spoon, man. Oh my gosh. No spooning on the channel. Only spoons can spoon inside of the utensil drawer, man. Like, oh my gosh. So look, we've been showing the idea that did we break out of this falling wedge for total market cap? It says we did, and you can see, look, resistance, resistance, resistance. We popped out. Now we're going sideways, and I said what a big deal $975 billion is, right? Can you please go over Matic 3L? Much love. Shout out to Crypto Shinobi. We love you, man. Thank you. We love you. So look, we have heavy resistance here at $975 billion, okay? Senator Cray Deed's daughter used to have me in her phone under the name Captain Big Spoon. It's so funny, man. Senator Craig Deeds, you're hilarious. Do you think the altcoins are decoupling Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin dominance still going down? We cover that today. Don't worry. Thank you for asking. He's such a tease. I'm spooning my dog right now. Hey, Sam, just want to say hi, buddy. Hope you're doing good, and I wish a happy Labor Day to you and your family. Shout out to S. Castro in the house. Shout out to Zero Allegiance. Shout out to East Jordan. Super. You know, I always think about Zero Allegiance, but I feel like you have allegiance to the lifers. Do you think it's the market makers? I love you, man. Every time, Benny Boo, they're going to get you. The market maker. Where is Snowy at? Snowy has went home to his house. He was staying with a cousin, and he's gone. No more Snowy. I apologize. Snowy's gone, baby. He was only around. That's why you never know when something's going to be here. You got to take advantage of it when you have it. All right? Where's Snowy? LRC, Link 3S, Dot 3S, and Matic 3S Super Chats. We'll take a look at those Super Chats. LRC, Link 3S, Dot 3S, and Matic 3S. Everyone's trying to short the markets. So look, we got bought back up in the 22 hour on a wick. Bottom of the channel, right? But interesting here, the total market cap looking a little worse than Bitcoin, right? Pushing down on the 4 hour. Soon to get oversold on the 1 hour, unlike Bitcoin, which is interesting. And pushing down now on the 15-minute. Likely we're getting a pullback, I believe, on Bitcoin and the total market cap. All right. This is total, the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. To me, it made a bit of a bear flag here. All right. And we're waiting for this. Yeah, I'm waiting for this possible double bottom at 922 billion. And I said billion funny because it's billion. $922 billion. So $922 billion is possible, right? Very, very possible. So, yeah. So that's something that we're looking at here. And then we would come on down to this oversold region on the 15-minute and hopefully bounce off 944. So looking for a little pullback in the whole market cap. All right. That would also be an M pattern. And we would have to heed that because it could break you down to this area here. So I'm not guaranteeing this is going to happen. I hope we hold at this level. And we could get a short squeeze all the way up. But if we do, we still have resistance at $972 and $975 billion. Bulls must break back above $975 billion to remain bullish. It's that important, everybody. It's crucial. Crucial times. All right. Very crucial. All right. So moving forward, let's take a look at, so we looked at the DXY. Double topping on the 4-hour, that's a good sign, and the daily. We need that to continue to the downside. All right. Very, very important. Total market cap. Now you want to look at total 3. All right. Total 3 is the entire market cap of all the altcoins. And you kind of want to juxtapose that with what we're looking at now. And honestly, similar scenario here. We did find that inverted head and shoulder there. We did make a bit of a move. We talked about this 382 support. We talked about this 395 resistance. Le resistance. So we can't get above 395 million. All right. Actually, I was saying billion. That should have been, yeah, $395 billion. That's billion. $395 billion. That's a huge market cap, right? It's insane. Yeah, because soon we could get to $1 trillion. So now we're bouncing here off 382 billion, right? That's been a beautiful support zone because it was a previous resistance, and it's the area of the high volume node sticking out. So that's the liquidity zone. All right. We break that, we're likely to come all the way back down here to $371 billion. So tough, tough call here. We took a look at the 4-hour time frame for the altcoins, and honestly, they actually have a little more love. They are oversold on the 4-hour. Can they get a move? So the altcoins, in answer to your question, when you look at total and total 3, the altcoins do look a little more bullish, right? When you take Ethereum and Bitcoin out of the picture for whatever reason. This 4-hour could pump to the upside and get us back above. That could be a little bit of a relief rally for the altcoins. All right. These are 2 levels to watch. You want to make sure you maintain this level, and you don't want to go lower than $382 billion. All right. That's important that we don't go lower than that. You should be watching the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. You should be watching the total market cap of all the coins, excluding ETH and Bitcoin. All right. Another thing we're going to take a look at is ETHBTC. That's going to also give you a bit of a ratio idea to see what's happening for the Bitcoin and the ETH pair. All right. We talked about this pumping to the upside. We gave this to you just yesterday. All right. Last night on the live. ETHBTC, look at it. It's pumping to the upside. Why? The stochastics were low on the 4-hour. We were tight independent, and it looked like we were breaching this POC sticking out right here. All that came into play, and ETHBTC is beating up on Bitcoin. However, it's a little high here with a double top. All right. Seems to have a little bit of bearish, slight bearish div. Not yet. But this is double topping here, and we can't seem to get above the 0.080457 area in Satoshi value, right? Look at the daily time frame for ETHBTC, and you're also a little overbought too. So you had a run up. It's almost like, I think it got priced in, like the whole staking thing. It's priced in, like, if you can't look, you have heavy resistance now for ETHBTC right here, which we really want to get above. It's very important that we get above that zone. All right. Extremely. So worrisome to me. All right. Morning, Lifer. Can you look at Jupiter? Thank you. Jupe. Oh, man, Jupe. The thorn in my side. Morning, Lifer. Can you look at Jupe? And placements are usually YouTube shenanigans, if I'm not mistaken. Gotta watch out for the high volume nodes when they stick out. $1 trillion, Dr. Evil Voice. $1 trillion. Shout out to Calderonster in the house. And I like seeing people who have been in with my trading group for a year and a half, like my man Kevin Calderon. He's been with me for a long time, Calderonster, man. And when I see people keep coming back, moderating, helping up the channel, and they've been a part of the movement for a long time, it makes me realize that we're doing something amazing because people want to stay and be a part of the movement. Watch this music video after the little stream. It's called I Want to Be the Little Spoon. You're so funny, man. I dated the daughter of the attaché of Mexico. Now she's a Catholic nun. Yeah, after a couple months with you. No, I'm just joking around, man. Bitcoin dumping soon. Shout out to David too. David tends to know what's going on. Bitcoin is squeezing. We'll take a look at BOOKMAP on the liquidity. And right now we are short squeezing. All right. Like my man just said, we are in a bit of a short squeeze. But again, there's more liquidity down here at 19,005. They have not removed it. It's likely they're just grabbing a little bit of liquidity up here and then dipping us the dolphin dip. 19,890. They're playing games with 19,800, but short-lived, man. That 15 minute is very overbought. I trust my stochastics like the back of my hand, you know? And when they do the anomalic thing, like when they just do something random, like here, they pumped out. Look. Double bottom pump to the upside. That's a short squeeze. And look, you can see the short squeeze here on BOOKMAP. So whenever I see my oscillators not doing the correct thing, I go to BOOKMAP, I look at my liquidations, and I know exactly what's going on. They're liquidating the shorts up here, and then I look for the liquidity. And if I don't see enough, then it's likely this is a short-lived, just could easily be a bull trap. And we could just run right back down to the downside, you know. Now, it was a rising wedge that broke out. Bit of a move there. And this rising wedge did want to break out 68% of the time. You did have bearish divergence here on the 15-minute. Bullish divergence right here. And I was a little late on that. Swing down, sideways. And that did propel us to the upside. And now you got a new resistance point. So we can, this is great. You got above 19,008. Can you close a 4-hour candle on it, though? You know what I mean? You still have resistance at 19,090. You still didn't close above 20,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're still very overbought on the stochastics RSI in the 15-minute, you know. And look, that was, you know, I didn't check the 7-minute. 7-minute is the go-to known player, right? And look, it was in this little wedge here. Had I looked at my 7-minute, we would have seen the stochastics double bottoming here with a likelihood of the length of the pole to the upside. And that's exactly what we got right there. See that? Bang, bang, bang for the 7. Hey, we got above 19,008, right? As you can see, though, I remain bearish. There's just no reason for me not to remain bearish. Pretty simple. Just like when we were up at 21,008 and we couldn't get to 22K. Like, same thing. So I continue to remain bearish. All right? I do. I really do. Okay, let's jump back in. Luna C, man, continuing to pump. Good time to take some profito at that level. And what you want to do if you're really obsessed, and if this thing does have the gasolina, what I do is I make a pattern here, and you want to see if it's going to stay inside this pattern or not, right? Wow, that 7-minute has legs. 5-minute, maybe 1 minute. 7-minute is like trying to pump hard right now. Like, it's almost like this is the tiny little flag here. I've never seen a flag that small, like little chunk flag. Look at that 7-minute. It wants to do damage. It's crazy. I've never even drawn something like this. This is insane. But you do what you have to do when it comes to TA. The stochastics have all that room. You have lack of bearish momentum. Luna C is likely to pump some more here. 14% gains possibly coming. We'll check back up on that, but that's likely. You're getting above a POC. You got no real sell pressure here. People just keep buying the stake, so they're not buying to trade like you are. They're buying to use the coin. The chart's just showing it going up. We've been talking about it, right? My target's right up there too, and it looks like it actually may hit the target. Luna C at 33 right now. 33. Hey, follow me around the 33,668, baby. So that has legs on the 7-minute. I'd be surprised if it doesn't go up to the 14% or at least to this next target here. Quick scalp for 5 or 10% possibly coming on Luna C. So very, very interesting. Shout out to all the lovers of life here. If you keep hitting that like button, you're going to propel the stream to greatness. It is Labor Day. But we had 1,000 people last week, twice. We were doing unbelievable, and there were milestones for the channel. I know we can get there again. But to get up there and then to come back down, it's like you hit the stratosphere and then, So I want to see us plow all the way back up to the amazing achievements we did before. I can't do that without each and every one of you hitting that like button. I'm just unable to do that, all right? And then people learn what BOOKMAP is. People learn how to read liquidity order books. People look at where the liquidity lies. People understand so much about trading that they never would have before. They understand what the crypto fear and greed index. They know what the 2-week stochastics RSI is. They know how to look at the weekly chart, the daily chart, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, how I look at the 7-minute for a scalp. So much information, so little time, right? And we try to cram it in for you every single day. And look, when Luna pumps, USTC pumps. It likes to follow it because People are getting in and using it. And Anchor usually pumps with it too, and so does Mirror Protocol because it's the whole Luna ecosystem. So look, there's a scalp right there, and look, this is suggesting that this is going to pump too behind the Luna pump. So I look for gains. I'm able to find them no matter what happens in the market. Shout out to each and every one of you that may or may not want to jump on in to crypto, because crypto is an amazing thing. And it's not even just about trading. It's going to change the world, in my humble opinion, in so many ways, all right? Fear also in a bit of a flag here. Interesting. But be careful trading the 7-minute. I use it more for informational purposes and for entries when things are super money. But look at fear on the 1 hour. That's in a beautiful flag that could pump to the upside too. Fear on my radar on the 1 hour time frame. However, before I look and jump into any trade, I take a look at my 4 hour. 4 hours likely to be overbought and needs to come to the downside. So this is my struggle in life. I see good bullish charts on the 1 hour, but I see overbought conditions on the 4 hour. And I'll tell you what, I'm still doing my research, but over 100 times that I've traded it, I'd say 30% of the time, the 1 hour gives me a bit of a scalp between 10 and 12%. It doesn't always get to the target, but gets a move. Like 10% of the time I get to the target, but like 60% of the time, this trade doesn't play out. So probability-wise, even though it looks beautiful and it looks like a perfect trade, it tends to not play out. Like this one looked better, right? But if you go back in time here on the 4 hour time frame and you look at the same chart that we just drew, at least you had a little dolphin dip here on the 4 hour. Like it was bending. It wasn't amazing, but it was bending. Also want to take a look at your daily. Your daily has momentum, and you've been pumping up. Fear has made some gains in the last, look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight days of money for fear. So with all the, and it's funny, and there's fear in the market, right? And now look, they're liquidating the longs here. So if you're 100x leverage, you're just getting hit off left and right. You know what I mean? I use 3x, 5x to me is like the most, and I don't condone leverage at all, because I believe a beginner needs a solid foundation of people around them, teaching them the education. And if they start trading leverage their first couple of months in trading, even their first year really, I think they're going to have a really hard time. And it's going to be emotionally damaging up and down, and they may never get the skills needed. We had fear here. Remember that? Nailed it. We nailed that trade to the upside. So anyway, just interesting concepts. You know what I mean? Things to think about. I teach this every single Tuesday from 3 to 5. Jump on into the class. It's $99. You'll have that information for the rest of your life every Tuesday from 3 to 5 New York City time. So it's very simple. Just find out what time is it here in my place, what time is it in New York City. Find that time, sign up for the course. I'll see you there, $99. You'll have that information for the rest of your life in your head. So look at this. We looked at SPA, SPA. And SPA was tight inside this channel. Look at that. Bouncing off the 618 golden pocket for gains. And it's another way to use, look at that. Bang, bang, bang. To use your Fibonacci levels. And we teach Fibs in the trading group all the time. We have an awesome way to teach you how to use your Fibonaccis. All right. Remember, I've been trading this coin trade for a while, right? And I've been looking at it. It really has not broken its resistance. I mean, the support here has been holding very nicely. Trade pop for some more gains too as well. Remember, I went over this last night. I think someone asked it about it last night on the live. Remember, what did I think about Ethereum Classic? And look at this thing. I put it in a tight wedge. I said it looks pretty good to me. Watch ETC for some gains. And let me just take a look here at ETC. Ethereum Classic. I always call it, I don't know why I call it Electronium, because it's like from back in the day when I used to trade Electronium. But this thing would bang on you to the upside. We did go over this last night on the live stream. I remember talking about Ethereum Classic. Up some gains. 12, 13%. Right? We talked about the shorts possibly playing out. Phantom short. Let's take a look at the shorts. And we'll dive into these super chats. Shout out to you and yours. Thank you for all the super chats. $31.90 in revenue. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate that. LRC, Link 3S, Dot 3S, Matic 3S, and Jupe. So look, I mean, everyone loves the 3S tokens. They make the gains, right? It's got momentum on the 4 hour, which could continue. You really want to see that daily. The daily's looping, and it's actually showing signs like it could pump back to the upside. Remember, the 22 hour does not look amazing for Bitcoin. She okay, baby? So look, here's our measured move for the short for Phantom. And we're doing a bit of a retest here. We did break this trend line. We're kind of retesting at the very moment. 15 minutes extremely oversold and retesting. This would be a perfect entry for Phantom on the short right now, in my humble opinion. All right. A retest. Boom. Again, Bitcoin's been sideways. There's lack of liquidity. It may just go sideways, but that to me is a textbook retest on the 15-minute for possible gains. Phantom short on my radar for sure. It's not perfect, but possibly 43% gains coming. And right now it is retesting with low stochastics on the 15. That is an entry point for me because we're right on the trend line. Again, it may not be for you. You're going to have to do your own research, due diligence, and figure out whether it's an entry point for you. You have to get educated. You have to understand what a retest is. You have to learn the education and be informed. If you do not, then I don't know what to tell you. It's just going to be hard for you to figure out your way. So you want to trade with the institutions. You want to trade with the smart money. You can't trade with the smart money if you don't know what institutions know. If you don't know support or resistance, if you don't know your patterns, if you don't understand technical analysis, you will struggle greatly in cryptocurrency. I'm telling you right now. A lot of people lose a lot of money because they don't get educated. And that's true in almost everything in life. It's even 10 times more accentuated in cryptocurrency. All right. You got to be on point. You got to pay attention. You got to put your all into it. You got to want it. Just like everyone thinks this is like the casino. No. This is due diligence, hard work. You're just not just walking in and pulling a slot machine. No, my friends. Cryptocurrency is a completely different beast, a completely different whole life cycle, life idea, right? So Phantom 3S, and there's no guarantee it will go up here, but it's looking pretty bullish here on the 15-minute time frame, and Bitcoin's looking pretty weak to me, and the bigger time frames for Bitcoin also don't look too great. However, the dollar index looks like it's like setting up that we're going to get a dump for Bitcoin and the dollar index. It's pretty weird, pretty interesting. I'm afraid to look at the Twitter poll. I'm really not. I'm pretty confident it's going to look pretty awesome. But let's take a look at what it's doing right now. 40 answers. Ooh, here we go. Ready? This percentage. The almanac. I can't lose. That's awesome. Look at that. First one, amazing. Since I've been watching you about 4 months, 100%. That's why I joined your Discord. You're awesome. Wanted to support you since you show up for us every day. Much love. Shout out to Crypto Chick. You're awesome, Crypto Chick 88. That's amazing. Let's give you some love. Look at that smile. Wow. Amazing. I love the ladies of crypto. Appreciate you. Amazing. Amazing. I watch nearly every day. I feel like 90%-ish for the Bitcoin accuracy. Wow. Seriously, 89%. I really want to say 100, but I don't want to be 1,000% serious, genuine and honest. Been watching you since October of 2021. Maybe called a few wrong. True G. No one on the interwebs can even compete, my brother. So much love, dude. Dude, 89. I mean, when I watch you, the differences were rare, and your trading helped me realize how much time I wasted listening to other styles. I've been watching you daily for a few weeks now. On point 99% of the time. Patience is key. Much love, brother. 100% open-minded. I love this guy. For the last month, it seems like you're batting 1,000. 110%, 11 out of 10. In a calm market, 80 to 90%. In a choppy market, 75 to 85. Absolutely hardcore. Congratulations on your success, brother, man. This dude really broke it down. 80%, 80 to 92%, 90% or better. Since I'm in the group, sincerely, 87 to 96. Hope you don't mind the constructive criticism. Shout out to Laura, man. That's so funny. Cody James, 75. You're not too shabby. 99, 82.59, 90, 90%, good sir. 90%, 90, 68%, 100%. The Golden Queen, 35%. Ooh. 85 to 85, 88, 69% accurate, 99, baby, 79, 99. Like, that's crazy. 83.5, 95, Betty. On just Bitcoin over 80%. You kill it, brother. God bless. Thanks for everything you do. 75%. And wow, we'll go through more of those. Keep them coming. HODL BTC on ProBit. These are awesome. Thank you so much for these. These are fun. On the daily time frame, if the daily candle failed to stay above 19.7, we could see some short-term bearish towards 18.5. That's what I'm, man. Do not fear Bitcoin bear markets. They lead to accumulation phases of a lifetime. I like what he's saying. Yep. And then there's the shills, people shilling on the tweet. But amazing. Follow me at cryptolifer33. We just hit 7,700 followers. 77, baby, has been following us around. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get back into the hunt for gains. So Phantom Short is on my radar for possible gains. And for whatever reason, there was an asterisk there at the bottom of that. Let me put that back in. I got you, everybody. I like the entry on the 15-minute. I like to enter when the 15-minute stochastics are low based on a retest. Highly likely that gets a bit of a push to the upside. In my years of seeing that, I've seen that happen many, many times. But again, you'd have to figure that out on your own. All right. So look, we talked about this, and I put an alert on it. Said it would probably come down to the bottom of the pattern and then pump to the upside. If you put the alert and you traded this exactly as we thought, you would have made a beautiful 24% gains. Let me take a look at Fracton Protocol in the trading group, and let me show you what I may have been talking about. And this is my alert system. All right. My alert system right here. Boom. On the live. We also hit it for gains there too. Pretty sure I put it in the alerts. Let me see here. There's a chance I didn't. Hope I didn't speak too soon. Alpine 4-hour risk meme. It's weird. I have it written out. Maybe we did it together, or maybe I did it on the live stream and I didn't post it to the alert section. Let's see. I got all the work done, and I know we go over Fracton a lot. That's what's weird. 829, we hit it for gains. Interesting. So anyway, when I looked at it here on the 4-hour time frame, we were high, and I suggested we were either going to break down and bounce here or bounce there, and I was waiting for the 4-hour stochastics to hit, so I put an alert on the 4-hour time frame. So let me show you. This is how I trade. It's a really fun, and to me, it's the most rewarding way to trade. So look, price action pumps. We get overbought on the 4-hour. I don't chase high stochastics on the 4-hour. That's my game, you know. We could pump, anything could happen, but I don't do that. So I immediately put down an alert here. And we're also away from the 21. And I know price has to touch the 21-day moving average. I teach moving averages during the beginner's course. I'm telling you right now, the beginner's course will blow your mind. I go deeply into the moving averages. I go deeply into why the 21 is so important. How the price action interacts with the 21-day moving average will change your life forever if you can fully comprehend this concept. I'm telling you right now. You'll be like, what? What is he? Yes, yes, yes. So jump onto that course. 99, there's so many gems in there, they're going to blow your mind. People regret not taking that course. Then they take it, they're like, what was I thinking? So look, I'm hoping for here, but then I said here. So my drawing was like this, see? And I said I got to alert on the 4-hour. When the 4-hour resets in the stochastics, it's going to hit my alert, and hopefully it's either going to retest or be at the bottom of the pattern. Either one are going to be my entry because I entry with the stochastics on a support region. It's really not important about where the price action is here or there. It's more about where the stochastics is when I get into the price action. I want to know where the momentum is. So we watch this, we play this out. This is the replay tool. And so my alert would have hit. We would have went nice and low. And when we went low down here, that would have been the entry. So you snatch in. All right? And you can ride the 1-hour once you snatch in. And then what I like to do is flip back to the 1-hour when I get in on the low 4-hour, and then ride the 1-hour up. And then I get out of the trade, usually on the 1-hour. You know, if the market's sketchy, I get out on the 1-hour. The market's great. I let the 4-hour take me all the way to the homebound, to the uptrend. You see what I'm saying? But it depends on what the market's doing. It depends on how long I want to stay in the trade or if I want to be in the trade or not. And so I go back and forth between those ideas, and that's trading too. So like knowing when to make that decision, it's not easy, but you get better at it over time by putting yourself in that position. Trading is about being in these positions and being able to wiggle out or knowing what to do. The problem is you actually need to be in a trade to understand that, and most people don't use those times in the most focused and productive manner, and they miss out on the teaching they could get from each trade. If you plan out each trade, if you're more focused, you're not going to miss out on that. It's going to be okay. You're going to be able to kind of see things exactly how they are. It's going to make sense. You know what I mean? But you need to remain focused. You need to remain positive too as well. So this is just getting started on the 4-hour, looking very bullish, right? And pushing to the upside. However, the 1-hour is probably a little, 1 hour is actually doing a little bit of a loop-de-loop here. So let's take a look at Fracton Protocol. It's been on the radar, all right? Also, Token Metrics likes to mention it again to its people. So we look like we have something like this forming here for Fracton. And this could go big, really big, right? Now, the daily may need to reset over time. This will take, If this does occur, this will take some time. 98% gains, but it's on my radar, right? You want to be able to project before things happen. You want to have 10 of these planned out, ready to go, and you want to kind of work on the one that's the best. You want to have plans, hopes, and ideas. It's very similar to chess, 4D chess. You want to have so many things kind of in different ways, and then you want to execute at that proper moment in time, you know? If you don't plan properly, and that's why when everyone sees, say, I don't have the time to trade, it's just hogwash. Because anyone has time to do analysis, so do the analysis, set your alerts. When the alerts hit, reset the analysis, take the 5 minutes to reset the analysis. Once you do an hour to 30 minutes of hardcore analysis, it doesn't take that long to reset and get back into the groove. You see what I mean? Doesn't take that long at all right? So it's about doing the work when you need to and letting the rest play out, okay? That's important. So this 4-hour does look like it has legs. Again, Bitcoin's looming in the background, bearishness, and anything could take anything down. But this does look like there may be a nice move here on the 4-hour time frame, even up to this resistance. And this is a new coin. You've actually in an uptrend, and you don't have a lot of support and resistance in the way that really could stop this from going up. The daily really has not a lot of information. Even the 8-hour is trying to do this bend back to the upside. That's very bullish to me. So Fracton Protocol on the radar for possible massive gains. Now the 1 hour is not perfect yet. So you could look for the 1 hour and the 4 hour to reset. The 1 hour and the 15 to reset. That's what I would be doing. Again, you do whatever you want. You got to figure this out on your own. You got to get educated, okay? And I don't know the team behind Fracton. I've not been paid to talk about Fracton. I'm just doing technical analysis. I'm not one of those channels. Right now, I'm not. You know, I did at the beginning when my stream started, but literally, I don't take any money to talk about a project. I just don't. You know, maybe in the future if I really like it, but right now, we're so happy with what we offer, our trading group and our trading teaching class. Like, those two products are great, and they're changing the world. And I'm doing what I need to do for my business. And anything I talk about just takes away from that promotion. So I don't promote other people's coins. I don't promote other projects. I don't sit here and cram crap. I shouldn't say it, that word, but and cram, shady projects that I don't know about, and I don't get paid to talk about shady projects because that's been on the radar recently. CNBC just did a big article. Business Insider just did a big article, and I want to make it clear that I don't do that. I push my own stuff. I have affiliate links to KuCoin, affiliate links to BOOKMAP, and I know the team at BOOKMAP. I like them. I know the CEO. I know the founder, Sashi. Like, I got to meet these people. I sat down with them eye to eye on a Zoom. Like, these other coins, you don't know what's going on. They're not docs. You don't know what's happening. So you're going to see the next wave. Every YouTuber and their mother is going to shove coins down your throat, and they're going to get paid a bunch to do it. We're not going to be doing that. We're going to be tried and true, and we're going to just be teaching and doing our education. And that's what differentiates us from the rest of the group. And I think that's why this channel really, really pushed through the bear market, because we were educating people and people saw that. And we didn't have to say it. We just had to keep showing up. And, thank you to each and every one of you that hit that like button. Thank you to each and every one of you that showed up, because you helped this channel grow to on an amazing level. Looking back on Labor Day, it's a good day to kind of think back on what happened. You know what I mean? And just, and I know I couldn't have done it without each and every one of you. It's you. It's you. It's you for being at your computer today. It's you for getting educated. It's you for wanting to change your life. We both had a common goal, and that was to change your life. And it's happening, so I'm super excited. Let's keep it going, And what's funny is you're changing my life too. Because, we're on a ride, we're on a journey. It's unbelievable, 8-hour bending. It's not really oversold. 8 hours like bending. Bending up, curling up. You know what I mean? Fracton's been on my radar. It really has. Now, I wouldn't jump in right now, okay? I just want to make that clear. I'd wait for the 15-minute to give me a sign, Honestly, it's in a flag right now. It's getting pretty low. MACD about to turn. Honestly, it's not too bad right there. And it's at a support region. It's interesting. Bit of a cup and handle. Not the best, though. Fracton Protocol on the radar. Let's jump into the Super Chats. LRC. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the Super Chats. Much respect to you and yours LRC, and what time is it? 11:33 when I check. Of course, when I check the time, it's 11:33. Of course, every single time. So let's look at LRC. First thing you want to do is look at a daily, even a weekly chart, big boy chart. Just like everything else, we're pushing down, but we're bending back on the weekly. Weekly's showing signs of, hey, I want to push back for a little bit of a rally. The dollar wants to dump on us too. So I'll look at the dollar index I want to look at DXY on the weekly. Just real quick. I didn't do that yet. I don't know. Hold up. Now let's take a look back at what Bitcoin's doing. And so Bitcoin would pump all the way up to about 19,950, only to get rejected real quick with crazy. These are false move Monday, man. We see that a lot. But look, the 7-minute did exactly what I said it was going to do. Remember? We showed you that the 7-minute was likely to come all the way up here to 19,929. That was our measured move. We gave you this, we didn't give you anything, but I went over this earlier. And why did I say this was going to happen? Because the stochastics did that turn on the 7. And when I saw that turn up, not a vegetable, when I saw that turn up, I said, man, that rising wedge. And then I took my measured move, which was the length of the pole. And then bang, bang, bang. And look where price action went. I mean, a little above my measured move. And then we got rejected and came back down. We are holding above 19,800. It's a good sign, but Bitcoin is really just inside of this channel doing chop. Just chop. This is just chop for Bitcoin in my humble opinion. Okay. You're still very overbought on the 15-minute. Perfect time to open up a short in my humble opinion, because that's what I do. I like to open up a short when the 15 minutes overbought on the asset I'm on and the 50 minutes oversold on the short derivative asset. But that's my trading style. You do whatever makes you happy. You know what I mean? I don't know. So that's that. Let's get back to LRC. So LRC, let's take a look. Had this beautiful run up. Amazing. In just a few weeks, 3 short weeks, it made all the gains and then gave it all back nice and slowly. That's why, look, you only had to be in the market for 6 weeks to make the gains, and you could have left. That VC money, that smart money, in and out, baby. That's what we want to, that's what we are going to become. We will be the smart money. 10 years from now, it'll be us. We'll be the venture capitalists. We'll be the ones moving the markets. We'll be the whales, and we'll earn our spot at the top, baby, because we'll work so hard until we get there. A lot of whales are people that worked really hard to become whales. A lot of whales are people also inherited a lot of money, but not everyone inherited the money. All right. So look, we're attempting to do a double bottom here on the weekly, in a way, and we're attempting to hold that low liquidity zone, and we do have support right here. Bounce, bounce, and bounce, and we're bending on the weekly charts. It's interesting. LRC maybe low on the weekly. All right. Daily still has momentum, but again, you can see clearly that there's a POC here that we can't get above at 49 cents. That's going to be a big deal for LRC, right? So that's on our radar now. Daily is pushing up, but not, it's a little high. Like Bitcoin, 22 hours overbought. We're going to have to get saved by some type of anomaly, or do we dip down? So if Bitcoin dumps, this will dump down. So, and that will take LRC back to about 12 cents. Which would probably be an amazing price to get it at. But I'm not a huge fan of the project Loopring. It's good to trade. It has some good pumps. I've traded it on and off. It's been fun to trade. But besides that, it's really not my cup of tea. All right, so we look at the 4-hour. We're getting to the overbought region, oversold region, and we are bouncing. Signs of life there. And the 1-hour wants to bounce off the bottom of the channel. So there's some signs of life. But you got resistance and you're not above the zone, so it doesn't have all the bells and whistles that I go for personally. Could dump you there, could pump you up. I like that the weekly is showing signs that it's kind of like it wants to find a bit of a bottom here. But a lot of chop. Just like Bitcoin's making it a lot harder to watch what this coin's going to do. Like this coin doesn't look like like the next coin I'm going to show you, So I'd be careful here. And let me zoom in now, closer. Had a bit of a shoulder, head and a shoulder. Kind of in this you're in a tighter pattern here. Kind of following that same Bitcoin idea a little bit. Maybe, yeah, but you know what? Right now, I see a scalp. I see a scalp here for the falling wedge to the upside on the 1-hour time frame. Only if the 15-minute coincides, which I don't think it is right now. Let me take a look. 15 minutes got to come on down first, right? Unless you're getting a short squeeze. Like, Either you get an anomaly short squeeze to pump you. You know what I mean? Which to me is like, eh. Resistance for the 15. Bit of a double top here for LRC. Probably going to come back down and hit this support zone. Possibly it makes a double bottom on the 15. When the 15-minute resets. And then the 1 hour and the 15-minute get it on out to the upside here. And this pumps up. Not a fan of the trade, really. Possible a move there on LRC, but not a true fan of the trade. Let's take a look at LUNC 3S. I mean, that was in-depth. I've never seen someone go over a coin like that in my life. So look, LUNC 3S. Bang, bang, bang to the upside. You can see I put this out. LUNC 3S. And how much is it up now? Just want to see here. So on 8/23, on August 24th, I put this trade out. Look at this. This is amazing. See? That's why people got to pay attention. And you got to get a whiteboard in my trading group because I'm going to keep pumping things out. And if you can't move at my speed, write down what I'm putting down so you can at least keep track of what I'm doing. All right? So look, I put this trade out, LUNC 3S, on August 24th with a double bottom on the stochastics, hidden bullish divergence, likely to play out for 67% gains. If you remember, LUNC had made a crazy pump the last few weeks, more than most of the other coins. And to me, it was likely that it was kind of an inflated pump and we could get a nice short back on the back end of it. So around 8/23, right, I'm looking at LUNC short and I'm like, man, this thing's likely to come to the downside. So I was right here. Let's go back in time to that exact time. Let's put myself on the line here. So this is a call. This is a chart that I posted that I believed was highly likely to play out based on my technical analysis. My analysis said that this was likely to play, like this was going to blow. All right. 80% chance this was going to make me money. Okay. So I look at it and why? Well, I have a trading style that I've backtested for years and I know the probabilities of what I backtested. So I put them to the test and they usually play out for me over time, more than 80%, you know. So we press a play here. And we watch, and it was slow. It took time. There's a whole day. There's 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. But lo and behold, you're now sitting on September 6th, September 5th. Unreal. And we dip back down again for sure, so you got to take profits. And again, I take profits when the 4 hour or the daily gets overbought. So look, this is also a daily play. Daily was low down here, came all the way up, had a little bit of a move, pumped up again. So a 4 hour time frame. Get in when the 4 hour was low. When the 4 hour comes up above the dotted line, slowly begin to remove the trade. You know, and that extra pump was a little whatever. But once you're in the trade, you find a flag. You flip back to the 1 hour and you trade this flag. You see, if it's low on stochastics. Once you get high in the stochastics and the MACD, taking profits. Once you see that the 21 and the 200-day moving average are far apart, I'm taking profits. When I see the moving average is tight, I'm getting in. This is a bit of a cup and handle too. Look, I didn't even call it one, but look, Sammy, cup and handle to the upside. And there's your cup, there's your handle, and LUNC 3S would bang on you. In total, how much would it go? Now it's still a break even right now, so it didn't even lose any money, but in total it was up 46% gains for LUNC 3S. So shout out to anyone that took that, and we had those gains on the 29th of August. So it took 6 days to make 47% gains. You know what I mean? And that's just like, that's beautiful. And the market was horrible. The market was horrible. I keep having people were using these this is what I'm going to look like when I'm older, I guess. That's not bad. I'll look pretty nice. So funny, man. Shout out to everybody that made it. That's so funny. Anyway, let's take a look at LUNC 3S. So we made gains for LUNC 3S. I just want to make it clear, right? I don't think it ever made it to the gains table. That's the problem. The gains. So anyway, let's take a look at LUNC 3S real quick. It's still in a falling wedge here. Let's take a look at the daily time frame. Does it have gas? I mean, it's oversold yet again. The last time it was, we got the move. Bit of a shoulder head and a shoulder inside of a falling wedge. All right. Doesn't have a lot of support and resistance. These are a little sketchy with the support and resistance because they repeg, they change, right? That's the only thing about them. They're all right, but... So it does look like it could pump again to the upside. Still a bit of a cup and handle in a way. That could definitely do damage, right? Doing damage in a cup and handy, right? So LUNC 3S looks like it could do some damage yet again. The last time we played this cup and handle, it was this cup with that handle. It blasted. So LUNC 3S looks nice to me. 4-hour looks absolutely beautiful as well. 4-hour and daily look great. So now it's just about a waiting game on the 1-hour time frame. So, and if the 15 minutes oversold and ready to go, I mean, I'm in like swimwear. I like that. I believe all the other time frames can flip the 1 hour. When you're oversold in the daily, the 4-hour, and the 15-minute, you're likely to get a bit of a move here. So, I also see some bullish divergence on the 15 because that swing to the downside. See it? And this swings happily to the upside on the RSI. That's interesting to me. LUNC 3S looks like it could make some gains, baby. I like what I'm seeing for LUNC 3S. Shout out to anyone that gave us LUNC 3S. It was an amazing lifer who pointed it out. I'm not going to take credit. I'll give credit where credit's due. My team is strong. I'll tell you right now, I could just show up and go over the super chats and everyone would be great. Like, this stream alone is amazing. It did amazingly well through the bull run. It did a lot of... we found coins that nobody knew about at the very beginning stages of them. We found so many gems that no one knew about just by showing up every day because someone else would do the deep dive and tell us, hey, watch this, watch that. We would accumulate like 40 coins in a live stream. It would be insane. This stream is completely different in a bull market than it is now. Like, it changes a little bit of its profile. It gets crazy too. There's just money everywhere. It's out of control, right? So this has been good to us, okay? Oh, look, you got a tweet button now. You can just tweet whatever you want. Yeah. I didn't know that. Look. And did that really go? Did that really go to yeah? You can tweet out of TradingView now. I don't see it, though. Didn't work yet. I don't see a yeah. You know? Everyone, we have a thing right here. I'll put the link. Let me put a link here. Please join this poll on Twitter. I'd greatly appreciate it. And we're just asking, you know, and be honest, you know. And be honest. I'm going to pin it message. Please join the poll on Twitter up there. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, join the training group if you want. Link is in the description below. It's also at the top of my Twitter if you want to join and get the bear market special. All right? Why not take advantage of it? Do you like HBAR or is it a corporate coin to you? HBAR keeps trending. 100x is trending. Look, Epstein Island is trending. It'll never go away, you know? We want to know who was on that plane, man. So anyway, enough is enough. ETHBTC making a bit of a move still, but again, as I told you, it's getting a little hot. So LUNC 3S on the radar for possible gains. And we're going to continue to deep dive these super chats. That was Sam when Shiba Inu hits 0.01. That's so funny. Dot 3S, Matic 3S, and Jupe. We're going to get a look at those two as well. They should look similar to LUNC 3S, but you never know. We won't assume anything. We'll do our due diligence. Doing due diligent. Doing due diligence. I'm out of my element. Doing due diligence. You just too militant. Doing due diligence. Okay, so now let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving here. 11:47. Wow, 13 minutes till my wife comes and kicks me off the live and says, you are done. Because she's going to show up. You know she will. She's not going to take no for an answer. She wants her lifer back for at least an hour a day. LUNC 3S. Oversold on the daily, you know. The 4-hour. And the 15-minute. Can the 15-minute flip the 1-hour? Question mark. And that is the anomaly here. But I like what I'm seeing for LUNC 3S in the overall bigger zone. Bigger move. Let's take a look at Matic 3S and Dot 3S. Dot actually pumped up nicely for the last, a little more inflated too. I could see that 3L3 token coming down on us. So I already put it out, actually, and we made 27% gains on .3S. Look at this. If you're in my trading group, and we go back in time here, I posted this the other day, .3S, right? And to me, the 3S tokens were most likely to play out, all right? I'm going to make sure I always write .3S, not put them together, right? And on 8/21 even, right here, on August 21st, here we hit that gain. Wow, we hit that little pump, found this little flag. There was hidden bullish divergence here. Okay, so now look, I mean, this looks nice to me. So look, the bigger time frame. So look, we had it in this falling wedge that's likely to break out. Look, 500% gains possibly coming. Now, unlike LUNC 3S, .3S is a little overbought on the daily. It's interesting, right? You see that? Coming back down on the 22-hour, though, and really wants to pump on the 4-hour. So I'm going to delete my old work. Sometimes it's just a lot. So, I mean, again, it's the cup and handle, is it not? And you can see it. I mean, this is a clear as day cup. And again, I don't want to push the cup and handle. I don't force it. It just, it's the pattern to me that makes the most money, the fastest. 633 people on the live, 626 likes. Thank you so much, everybody. I greatly appreciate it. I expected a smaller crew today on Labor Day. Most people should be out with their family the last day, or maybe they're driving home from an event, or they went out to see mom, grandma and grandpa. I get it. We're all so taxed so much at work lately. These are the days we have, These are the days we have. I used to live that life. I don't anymore. I go wherever I want, whenever I want, as long as my wife says it's okay. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't ask for time off. I create, and honestly, I work harder for myself than I ever worked for somebody else. Insane, Like, if you want your own business, you will work so much harder than when you worked for someone else. So just get ready to bust it all the way and to believe in yourself. And you will. You will. At the beginning, you'll be scared. You'll be worried. You'll be like, am I up to the task? You'll compare yourself to other entrepreneurs and you'll think you're not the greatest. You'll think, nah, that's not me. But you know what? When you're back against the wall, you will start to do the same things you saw all those amazing people do. And you'll begin to believe in yourself. And you'll be like, you know what? I can, I will, I am the best, baby. Look, a bit of bullish divergence here. Swing down and swing down too on .3S. So .3S looks really good on the 1-hour time frame. Looking for a pop to the upside here. 4-hour time frame, honestly. And the 1-hour just needs to come on down. So, like, I don't like to jump in when the 1-hour is overbought. So, to me, we needed, like, one more sideways behavior or maybe even upward action in a double bottom. Something. See if the 50-minute wants to pump. So, can the 50-minute pump up? 1-hour come on down, make the bigger double bottom. So, something like this. And then .3S can break to the upside. I like what I'm seeing for the 4-hour time frame. Showing that it really wants to pop. All right. VPVR gets above that. It's going to get to this next node and literally right to here pretty easily. So to me, the shorts are on the radar. 32% gains for .3S. Cup and handle. 4-hour time frame. Just waiting on the 1-hour to get better entries. But I like .3S as well. And we're going to find coins that fit the trading style because we have a trading style. So we're just going to keep searching until coins fit into the trading style. You know what I mean? And most people here are the people in the trading group right now. How many people are not in the trading group watching this live stream right now? How many people are not in the trading group watching the live stream right now? Let me know. If you're not in the trading group, let me know. If you've never seen the stream before, let me know. I just want to know how many new people we got every day. Crypto Monster, Jim, me. Ooh, I like this. Me. Wow. Keep it coming. I want to see how many me's are there. Is XRP worth looking into? And your humble opinion on the non-financial advice, just thoughts. I own 10,000 to XRP, and I grab a little bit. Bond, falling wedge, 706, 4-hour, getting a reset. The 3S, short. I'm not. Me, not in the group, not yet. Sam, how do you get into the group? The group is so easy to join, everybody. I have a link to the description in my Discord, and you can easily do it with a Me6 link with a Stripe account, right? So Stripe does it really easily. You can also join with PayPal. You can also email cryptolifers@gmail to pay in cryptocurrency. If you pay in crypto, it's $270 for 3 months. It'll blow your mind, you know. So right here, look, join the trading group right there, all right? Answer that Twitter and join the trading group. I'll pin this I'll replace the pinned tweet, I guess. But I really want you to engage in that Twitter. I got a personal message, someone offering $50. Is it true? No. I would never do that. I don't DM anybody. Those are scammers. Please. Nothing is free, man. The second you know that, you're going to be good. You know what I mean? Repeat after me. Nothing is free. All right? Repeat after me that nothing is free. All right? It rhymes too, so. So DOT 3S in Apostle Cup and Handle 2. Just like Phantom 3S on the 4-hour time frame. Looking for a bit of a move. And you are removed. Shout out to the $10 from 77, Michowana 77. Appreciate you. Air is free, baby. Hey. Is it though? Don't know if you know, but you're live on Twitter with a couple people watching. Oh yeah, we know that. Thank you so much for coming on in, man. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. Shout out to everyone here on Twitch. Also, my Instagram account is lacking, everybody. We need to boost it. We need a huge boost for my Instagram account. They took me away when I had 12,000 followers on my way, and I spent years doing my Instagram account. So please, if we can get it back up to the movement where it needs to be, right? And there's my man. But check us out here on Instagram. We're posting every single day, all sorts of ideas, plans, and we even make our own art. These are our own art, our own original art. So jump on into Instagram and follow me. I'd like to get back. I used to get hundreds of views on my streams. It was awesome. I was like an Instagram, I was doing great. Even before I started YouTubing, I was a known droner. I would drone. I would talk about just ideas, mental thought processes. I was always teaching and preaching how to better the mind through nature. And I had so many awesome ideas. So I really want to get back to that status on Instagram where I was. So please help me out, everyone. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's boom this up. Let's get some followers. Let's get it going. And let's make it organic. I could go pay for some type of promotion, but I want to see how far we get organically. I'm okay. So, and I've had thousands of Instagram followers before. I'm starting from scratch. So help me start from scratch. I would greatly appreciate it. DMT hard, pumping off a hidden bullish. A little late to the party. You got to post a hidden bullish in the morning, right? No, I'm just being rude. But I always my biggest pet peeve as a trader is hearing about something pumping that I didn't get into. I think I would need to polish up my French. I switched to Spanish in grade 9 when they gave us the choice. Me too. I took French though too. I took French from 2nd grade to 6th grade. And then I took Spanish from 7th grade to from 7th grade to 11th grade. Something like that. Just joined IG, thank you. Never respond to an offer sent from you from Lifer or his team. Only email cryptolifers@gmail. Whenever you receive a message making you an offer, email us immediately. If someone offers you something, immediately email cryptolifers and is this you guys? And we're going to be no. Don't ever engage with a Discord message, with an Instagram message. Please. They're really good. They take pictures of my friends waving at you and stuff. They make it these guys are pros. I don't know who they are, but they're pros and they're on me. So just protect yourself, please. I talk about HBAR. HBAR I keep talking about. And it's been trending on Twitter, for the last week straight. If that doesn't tell you that something may be brewing for HBAR. So we talked about it being in this possible inverted head and shoulder, possible double bottom here for HBAR, and can the double bottom pump us to the upside? The 4 hours still not in our favor, but the daily's very low. So we are watching HBAR for a move off this double bottom, 69% gains coming if HBAR can complete the move. Bit of an inverted head and shoulder. We can even kind of just remove the wedge. It's almost not even needed. Bit of an inverted head and shoulder here. A bit of a double bottom here that could break out. Possibly inverted though, shoulder, head, and a shoulder as well. So we're projecting HBAR. It keeps trending, and it's oversold in the daily. However, the 4 hour isn't giving us the perfect entry yet, so I wouldn't touch it. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, sir. Thank you so much for the love, man. Shout out to everybody here. I'm so grateful for the $46.97 in chat revenue. Thank you so much. Much love to everybody out there in the world. Appreciate you so much for sending in the super chats and the love. So I am watching HBAR on the daily, very overbought, trending on Twitter. You have those 2 and 2 together. Sometimes it can be that easy. Very overbought on the daily. 4 hour looking, in my opinion, to reset. You know what I mean? It's just, but that daily. and it keeps trending on Twitter. On the Twitter. All right. Wow, amazing. And where are we at with time? 11:58. It's time to jump back in to the profile here on crypto Twitter. Thank you so much, everybody. I greatly appreciate it. So let's take a look here. 50 answers, 23 likes, unreal. Let's keep it moving. 93.333, 100% because it's always two scenarios. Both are always right. Interesting. I don't know. That's not true though, because like I called this short last night. You know what I mean? At one point I say like I am short. Like I am like right now I'm putting out 3S tokens. You know what I mean? I'm not putting out 3L tokens. So you know what I'm saying? Tahoons, 80 to 90%, unreal. When I watched you, the differences were rare. Your trading helped me realize how much time I wasted listening to other styles. 110%, 11 out of 10. I love this guy. That's impossible. 90.3333, 75 to 85, 100% open-minded. 90, 69%, 60 to 80, 90, 35%, says my man. Yikes. 80%, 79, 85, 95, baby, 75%. 100% spot on. You're the TA GOAT. What many don't understand is that you are the best at teaching us how to call the shorts or the longs on our own. You're showing many possibilities of outcomes of what to look for. Has saved me from getting wrecked numerous times. Thank you. Wow. That's awesome. I love you, Wendizzle. Thank you. 90% success rate. Probe it. Bitcoin has been basically moving sideways. Oh, yeah, and then we get the shills. It's weird, though. It said there was 90 answers. I didn't go through 90. Did I really? Maybe I did. Interesting. But this is awesome. This is fun. What percentage am I on Bitcoin calls, in your opinion? Everybody, thank you so much. That was a lot of love. And wow, you guys went hard. Lunacy community is also pumping. 100X is pumping. 1,000X is pumping. And trending, you know. Wow, people saying Lunacy pump. This is crazy. A little something for being the only YouTuber live streaming on the holiday. Jimmy with the stimmy. Am I really the only guy out on the live? We should have hundreds of people here. Look at 666 likes. You gotta love it, man. Appreciate you all here. I mean, most people are taking the day off, right? If I took the day off, my trading group would probably be like, all right, that's cool. He took the day off. Am I gonna take the day off? No, I'm not gonna do that. You know, why? Because you know why? I like when people do this. They wake up to gains. Terra Classic. And this man woke up to gains. Look at that. Bang, bang, bang. Gains in my sleep, baby. That's what it's like being a lifer. Gains in my sleep. And that's the track coming out. Gains in my sleep. Coming to a show near you. Tag him in your message. Tell him to know what's going on. Either that, tag one of the mods. I tried sending... Hey, I have those clips Lifer asked for last week. I tried sending to him, but he does not accept messages over Discord. I tried sending to the mods with the same thing. You email cryptolifers@gmail, my man. Cryptolifers@gmail. Thank you so much, Psychedelic Catfish. You're the man, dude. Look at that. Someone's like, I need to talk to Lifer because I helped him out. You know what I mean? Started the shift with a nice Widow fire. Only 93 degrees out here in Miami. Not bad. Shout out to All Legs No Torso. We love you. Yo, fire. I love the fire department and I love you. So thank you to everything you do. I greatly appreciate it. And stay strong out there. You know what I mean? Stay strong out there. Honestly. Thank you. Thank you. So someone asked about Jupe and Matic 3S. Let's take a look at Matic 3S real quick too as well on KuCoin. Okay, so the daily is extremely oversold. We really don't have much to go on because, you know, they get depegged, they move up and down. I get it. So we were looking at Matic. Someone asked me about Matic 3S 2 days ago, remember? And I was just like, I wasn't feeling it at the moment. Before I was a little hot, right? I guess this is the pattern. Not much else to go on, right? Bit of a double bottom here forming for Matic 3S. This is the 3L derivative token for Matic. 22 hours ready to blast to the upside, man. The 22 hours has been a great pattern, a great time frame. Really has been. So can this falling wedge break to the upside? You kind of separate things when you're trading a 3S token. You know, you can't look at the bigger time frame like it really is a big asset. You can't say like it's been depegged, different. Kind of just look at what you're at and trade what you're at. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. 4 hours coming to the downside, a little overbought. 4 hours a little overbought. Needs to come to the downside and couldn't get above this resistance, this POC. 1 hour's looping on you. 15 minutes ready to rock. So the 4 hour would have to flip on us and give us a little more spacing. But right off the bat, this is showing signs of a move here. Little cup and handle on the 15. There's a Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside. Last time I saw Sammy Cup and Hattie, I was in 1976. I was in Philadelphia going to the Phillies game. I was watching. I don't know. I was like, I don't know who's on the Phillies back then. I was in Philadelphia watching the Phillies game. So look, falling wedge to the upside here. Possibly 14% gains coming. 15-minute and the 1 hour ready to make a move. 15-minute really wants to push you above that POC there sticking out. You get above that, you can get some moves. The daily's also in your favor. So right off the bat, I mean, I see a movement here. Possible scalp for the 15-minute. And honestly, if Bitcoin dumps on you, this is going to make a bit of a move. Look for the resistance point when you get to the previous high there. You don't want to make a bit of an M, but Matic 3S is on the radar for a possible scalp on the 15. 1 hour could flip on you too and turn into a bit of a move. So Matic 3S on the radar for me, something that I would definitely keep on the radar. Possible 15-minute scalp as well. You know what I mean? Look, and people forget too, we gave a Bitcoin trade earlier today. We really did. Because we went over the 7-minute and we talked about the 7-minute hitting this target. And it did it exactly. It did it in front of us. Like it nailed it, right? So now let's go over Bitcoin. We're about to be out of here for the day. A little something for being the only YouTuber live. Thank you for Jimmy with the stimmy. We love you, buddy. Super chats, Jupe and KAVA. Okay. I live for cringe. Let's take a look at Jupe and KAVA. Jupe was the waste. Look, let's take a look at what happened to Jupe. Remember, it was in this beautiful tight channel. Tight. Now it's in a bit of a cup and handle. It did bounce here. Interesting. I was playing this flag. We fell out. We're kind of back in there again, though. It's interesting. This has been the most annoying trade of my life. I just want to hold it till I make gains and then produce the gains. It's just so insane. You know, like, I'll be like, I will defy you with patience or you will end me, you know. It defied the bullish divergence. It did everything that all the other coins didn't do. But then it came back with a vengeance. I mean, Jupe's in a bit of a cup and handle, is it not? 4 hours oversold, ready to make a move. Can Jupe pump? I've kind of given up on this coin. You know, after a while, you're like, I gave you so much time and so much effort and so much love and so much attention, and you just didn't give me the love back, Jupe. You just didn't give me the love back, baby. So I'm forced to just kind of wait it out now at this point, you know? Jupe could pump on the 4 hour and give you some gains. I'm just not a fan of it. All right. I'm not a fan of this pattern at all. Like, and yes, it may pump, but it just, I don't know. 1 hour, so like, I would simplify things for myself and just be like, all right. See how that's like a bit of a cup and handle inside of this? You know? I'd just be like, all right, Jupe for some gains. And that's it. You know what I mean? I don't care about the bigger picture, really. Because Jupe, I gave Jupe the bigger picture, and it completely flat out just went sideways on me for like 2 months straight. So, Jupe, I got a little sour taste in my mouth from you, Jupe. I have to admit, all right? I'm a little sour about you, Jupey. Jupey Jupes. Jupe-a-loop. It could break out of this cup and handle. Get you to that next resistance point. Bring that like right there. That could happen. Jupe's on the radar for possible gains on the 1 hour time frame. 4 hour too. And the daily has momentum. So yeah. But I wouldn't look at it anything else. And stop loss below this low. That tweet didn't seem to work, huh? Or maybe I'm supposed to write something. I don't know. I don't think the tweet went out. Right? You guys didn't see the tweet. I didn't see the tweet. Where's my text box? Hold on, this is weird. It took away my text box? It's now a tweet? It was a text box here for days, right? You could write whatever you want in the text box. What the? Text box is gone? How do I write stuff now? This is weird. You guys see that? Hold on. See the text right there? Oh, I can turn it to tweet. Oh, that's what I did. Ah, craziness. Absolutely craziness. So stop loss below. And I'm not a huge fan of this, but there is a probability it could play out. Something tells me that it may pop, but again, I mean, it's based on probability. I like that cup and handle, honestly, but anything is possible. Jupes is just, it's been a boring coin. If it doesn't hit this time, I don't think I'm ever going to post it again. Possible swing here. Research. Find your own style. Someone asked about KAVA. Real quick, I saw at the corner of my KAVA swap. Not lava, KAVA. Just change the letter. It's another coin over here. Hey. Let's take a look at KuCoin KAVA. I used to love this project. It was awesome. It was hot to trot. Everything's in the shoulder, head in the shoulder kind of. You know what I'm saying? They're all in that same type of pattern. The old coins, eh? But they're almost descending. That's a descending triangle in my humble opinion. Just doesn't. Shoulder, head, and shoulder, possible. Falling wedge, possible. Bit of a cup and handle, possible. I get it. I'm open-minded, so anything is possible. I eventually make a call on something, though. It's not all whatever. But possible double bottom here. Right? 4 hour wants to move with a double bottom. We got to look at Bitcoin dominance in a second, too, to help us figure out whether we believe the altcoins are going to get a relief rally or not out of Bitcoin. You know what I mean? KAVA does want to pump there on the 4 hour. Daily's not really in your favor, though. So, someone keeps sending those awesome chart tips on Discord. Who could it be? Bitcoin getting a little pump on the 7. Yo, the 7 minute is doing damage today. They're using the 7 minute to control the narrative. You see this, right? They do it a lot. I don't know why. It's a broken time frame, right? 7 minute oversold again, wants to pump to the upside. Can Bitcoin dig its way out of this hole? You know? Pretty ugly. 4 hours still indecision with a bullish move, though. Look at the 4 hour getting a huge pump to the upside. Bit of a double bottom for the 4 hour. 1 hour spent in a rising wedge, though, yet again, and just like this one. Likely we're going to head to the downside here on the 1 hour time frame. The shorts look like they're going to play out lovely. So, rejection by 20K and shorts to the downside is what I humbly am going to stick on. I did it 3 times in a row. I did it here. I did it there. I did it there. Yeah, it's the same scenario, all right? So, look, I got a lot of nonsense going on here. Let's clean it up. We had projections. We hit a projection on the 7, right? So we nailed the projection on the live stream today. You can see how we do it. We hit a measured move live. It was awesome. Awesome. It was awesome. It was awesome. I used to live in New York. So awesome. The dance floor. So look, that 1 hour is very overbought. Very overbought. And it's not above my green zone. You didn't get a candle close above 20K. You may not even get a candle close above 19,800. We don't know. 47 minutes for that to happen. This candle didn't do it. If we stick on it, it was 19,854, but what a nasty wick to the downside. So when you look at this, I see an M pattern right here, breaking down, number one. Number two, I see a rising wedge. Either way, you can go, you can go with this one, or you can even just go like this, you know. We'll go to the 7 minute to make it look more apparent, and you can see this is the wedge. See, we broke out of it and then broke back on top. It's like a broadening, widening wedge. See that? Almost say, no, look, honestly, I have to be honest. Like, when you look, we broke out and we retested the top of it. Now the 7 minutes making this flag. The 7 minute suggests that it wants to continue to pump. Look at that. To the measured move of 20,000. Again, it's not really, I'm not that impressed, right? So I love that. Come on up and then create a perfect short entry on the 7. And then the 1 hour will dump us. So we'll come up a little bit and the 1 hour will dump us all the way back down. You know? So I am still bearish on Bitcoin, but the 7 minute looks like it could pump. So watch the 7 minute time frame to see if it can get you back above 20,000. Get a candle to close on the 4 hour time frame above 20K, and I'll be somewhat bullish. Like, I'll begin to turn my eye. You know what I mean? I'm still bearish right now until Bitcoin shows me something different. And we're going to watch this flag on the 7 minute, see if it can make the measured move, or if it double tops here, even better. That will be a perfect entry, a double top on that 7. That'll coincide to the 15 minute getting oversold, overbought, and the 1 hour getting overbought, and then we're going to dump to the downside below the 20K resistance. So I'm still short. I believe these shorts are going to play out. They look really good on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. Just going to wait for Bitcoin to do its thing here on the 7 minute, find out where that eventual resistance is, and then bang, 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 baby, we can execute in time. So everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. I think there was one super chat, actually. BTC pair showing cup and handle. Shout out to DJ Rolling Rick. Rolling Rick, man. Did you ever take it seriously and go all the way, man? I want to know. I want to know, man. I want to know. Did you go all the way, baby? Can Lifer get his top student to run off the live stream so those who aren't part of it can see what they have learned? Can Lifer get his top student to run one of the live streams so all those who aren't part of it can see what they have learned? That's an interesting concept. I don't know. I'm getting defiance disorder because someone telling me what to do. I don't like that. See, because when you have post-traumatic stress from having a boss mess with your life, then anytime someone tells you what to do, you freak out a little bit. You're like, I don't want to do what that guy tells me to do, you know. The tweet box is for pasting tweets into TradingView. Ah, thank you, Jamie. Similar to set up HBAR. So you can be like, here's a tweet at this time. So many to choose from, to be honest. Which one's the top student? I know, right? English is the third language of the top student, so think about that. I know, right? Go read an effing book, this guy. You're too much, man. I love you. Oh, my gosh. And Luna C, man, with the 33% pump on the live stream. We said this was likely to pump on the live. I gave you, look, I showed you this little flag, right? Hey, it didn't go up 14, but I mean, a nice 5%. But again, don't chase green candles. I don't chase green candles. I'm going to be going through the market. I'm going to be looking for gems and things that I see as well in the game, right? And look, is that Anchor taking a dump? Yeah, see? Anchor Protocol was like, I look so good on the 7. I'm just going to make a beautiful move. And then, no, you're not. You're going to make a Bart Simpson to the downside. And people were like, wait. Did you see this? The shoulder, the head, and the shoulder. Did you see the bearish divergence? See, like, I know you might see a bullish pattern, but swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down on the RSI is bearish divvy, baby. That's also a rising wedge, and then, you're starting to see it for what it is. Right there, I just taught you something. Right there, you could take that to the bank over here. We gave you APL, remember? One of my favorite coins to trade. We went over it. We nailed it for massive gains. I kept talking about it. It continued to pump. It's actually in a little bit of a flag here holding a zone. Let's take a look at APL. Alpine, right? And why? It must have a good ecosystem, a good, people just want to enjoy the Alpine ecosystem. So it seems to be creating a buzz. And of all the coins I've seen recently, it's hot. It like doesn't take no for an answer. It seemed to have broken this trend line, got back above it again, and kind of got itself back into play. Definitely on my radar here, Alpine, right? Bouncing off the bottom of the channel in a bit of an ascending triangle here. I did cut off that bottom area. We could actually include it and just slap it up like this. Just makes it a little more, I feel like it broke from it and now it still held it again. See that? Makes me feel a little warm and tingly inside, and again, don't omit stuff unless you're like comfortable with charting for years. I didn't start omitting anything out of a trend line until like I had seen so many different anomalies that it was okay for me. If you haven't seen them, it's not going to make sense to you, and people will even criticize that, so just, something. Daily's a little too high for me. Alpine looks good on the 4-hour. To me, the daily's a little too high, but could Alpine go for gains? I think I got better out there, Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Thank you so much for sending in a super chat. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 715 likes on the live stream. How many shoulder shrugs do you do a day? I don't know. 1,705. I just sit there like this. Look at the size of my freaking neck, bro. It's like bigger than Arnold Schwarzenegger's over here. How many shoulder shrugs do you do a day? Bitcoin bouncing off the golden pocket to the downside. Let's go shorts. Shout out to Jared Marcel, my man. That's Apollo, now Alpine. Thank you for saying that. That is Apollo. You're the man, dude. Appreciate you for saying that. It is Apollo currency. Hey, I'm not always right. That's Apollo, not Alpine. Void. Thank you. Does it feel good to correct me? No, I just want to know. Does it? Do 3 sets of 20 every other day, and you'll get some nice traps. Super chats. 3 sets of 20 every other day over here. Super chats are clear. Thank you. Network took a beat down. Look at that. Into a bear flag. Here's Alpine. Actually, Alpine did bang on them. So look, Alpine. I talked about Alpine. I went over it. I put an alert on Alpine. And it hit for gains. Look at this. I set alerts on Alpine on the 4-hour. Look at this. On 8:31. I'm giving you this. Alpine. And Alpine would bang on you, And it would basically, you'd wait for the stochastics to reset on the 4-hour and then go for gold. Stochastics would reset on the 4-hour. The entry would be right there. It didn't go that low, but right there. And then boom, right after that. Gains of 34%. I mean, that's how I set my trap. You see, I find overbought 4-hour. I set an alert down here. I wait for it to come on in. I snatch up the price action. You get a bounce. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, you also make sure tight moving averages. You make sure the checklist is in play. MACD, all the other things are there. But Alpine banged on them. So we took Alpine, we took Apollo, we took them all, baby. Before and after for Alpine, and it's like clockwork, man. And these are alerts. I teach you how to do this yourself. I've been doing this for years and years and years. And I could have kept that whole system to myself. Man, nobody has to know how snipe I am. You know what I mean? But you know what? I could die tomorrow. And if I die tomorrow and no one knows that little system that could beat up on the market makers, that can help you get an edge, then what's the point? You know what I mean? So that's just like, it took me years to figure out the special sauce that I give you every day on the live stream. So I have 6 screens, and you know what? It's perfect. You don't need 8, I know. 3 sets of 20. How about cluster sets? 1 rep every 10 seconds or part of power cleans instead. My man, cluster sets, huh? I'm about HIIT, man. HIIT gets you bigger the fastest. High intensity. I use much weight on the shoulder shrugs. I think I use wristbands to hold the bar. Cook in the kitchen, our sauce like magic. This presto, baby. The smarter you get, the more you know you don't know. It's true. It's true. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you back tomorrow on the live stream. You know what we're doing for BTC. We're watching that 7-minute time frame. One last thing I got to look at is Bitcoin dominance. I do have to look at Bitcoin dominance before I get out of here. It's very important for me personally that I take a look at it. And we also have to look at Tether dominance if I'm going to look at Bitcoin dominance. But I must remain thorough. So look, I mean, that's altcoin, baby. You know, Bitcoin dominance dropping to the downside. Again, when a rising wedge breaks to the downside, it breaks down parabolically. Why do I have this yellow line here? Because I was showing you, if we break down, we're likely to break down to this area. How do you figure out the measured move? You really take the length of the base of the triangle. That's really where you should fall out. I mean, that would be crazy. Bitcoin dominance all the way back down here. This is nuts. What if altcoins just start taking more of center stage? People care more about what they're doing, what they're, you know? I mean, the hard fork for Cardano is a big deal. That's September 22nd, the Vassal hard fork. That's a big reason why Cardano is continuing to pump to the upside. You know what I mean? So Bitcoin dominance did dump. It's low on the daily though. So it kind of, we had a little bit of a run here and looking like it may want to bounce back to the upside. Let's extend this. It's like the tightest I've ever seen a falling wedge get, you know? Oversold in the 4-hour, oversold in the daily, oversold in the 1 hour. I would expect a bit of a bounce here. And honestly, when Bitcoin dumps, people get stopped out of altcoins and Bitcoin dominance pumps up. So I would watch your altcoins. I would watch my BTC pairs. I would just take a little bit. I would just be careful a little bit. Looks like Bitcoin dominance is about to come back to the upside, which either is going to pump Bitcoin or dump Bitcoin. All right. So right now, look, we want to pump on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour, and the daily really for Bitcoin dominance. Let's take a look at Tether dominance. Should give us the opposite. If it's the same, then it's bearish. So if we're going to pump on Tether dominance and Bitcoin dominance, which it looks as such, it usually means you're going to get a dump for Bitcoin. We've backtested this. We talk about this a lot. 4 hours also oversold. 1 hour also oversold. This shows me that Bitcoin's going to dump. I would stay in the shorts based on what I just saw. I would stay in the shorts based on Bitcoin dominance and the juxtaposition of Bitcoin dominance and Tether dominance. If you don't know what we just did here, I've done it many times on the channel. It should have been clipped out. I asked for it to be clipped out weeks ago. Every time I do that whole thing, one day I sat there in depth and I was like, this should definitely be clipped out. I never heard back from my team if it was ever clipped out. So this is just stuff that needs to get related to me immediately. If they wanted a smooth transition, it should have been called the Vaseline hard fork. That's funny. The Vassal hard fork. Before merge, ETH might dump. Honestly, I believe that the whole merge was priced in. And when Bitcoin dumps, you're going to see ETH dump. Everyone has this huge, like, you know, I don't know. And let's get into some news for you, things that are trending. Bitcoin's price may crash after Ethereum's merge, researcher says. Colin McDonald told CoinDesk TV's First Mover the Bitcoin network may be regulated away because of its energy consumption. You know, I laugh so hard at that, and I'll tell you why. I believe that the human race is beautiful, and I believe in us as a people, and I believe we're positive, amazing, progressive beings, and we just have to rid ourselves of the negative ones and the cancers that kind of come into society, right? Now, the idea behind this is, and look, I'm going somewhere with this. The idea behind this is this. If I believe we're progressive and beautiful and the human race is awesome, then I know that whenever we touch things, we make them better. Money used to be kind of flat, gold was whatever, but we now have Bitcoin, right? And we've made it better, okay? So I know, and literally I'm getting a new computer in 2 days, and it's gonna be better than the computer from 5 years ago. Every 2 or 3 years, our technology begins to grow. I'm super excited for where we're going. So with that being said, Bitcoin is a great technology. It will replace gold. It will replace other assets throughout the world. It's going to become, in my opinion, storable gold, you know, digital gold. Now, if you tell me that mining won't get more efficient and won't get easier and faster as computers begin to grow, and we will use less, green energy and all this, come on now. So to me, Bitcoin will be here longer than anything else. This guy probably just wants to buy a bunch of Bitcoin. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know why he wrote these. Probably wrote it just to get some views. Now someone knows who Kyle McDonald is. I personally am going to forget him immediately. But, you know, the point of the story is none of this stuff ever really resonates with me. I think about it logically. I think it through. And I believe in my own research and my own thought process. So that doesn't make sense to me. And the most scarce asset in the world will become most likely the most valuable over time. That's just facts of the matter, all right? Bitcoin traders' outlook is so bleak that some analysis see a buying opportunity. Several Bitcoin metrics are hovering at historic lows. A crypto trader's sentiment is overwhelmingly bleak. Some analysts argue that is the time to make short-term contrarian bets. I do believe when the whole world is against you, the fear is in your advantage. You know what I'm saying? And I humbly have been scooping up Bitcoin at these lows, 19,000 levels, after we got that rejection from 25,000. All right. And Cardano takes the final mile towards the Vasil upgrade. ADA inclines. I'm telling you right now, I love Charles Hoskinson. I've met him. I've sat with him. I've looked him dead in the face. I've shook his hand. And I believe in Cardano. I'm a long-term holder of Cardano. Got in at 2 and 8 cents. I'll continue to hold my Cardano for a long, long time. So just want to put that out there. I'm into Cardano. I love my Cardano, and it is what it is. So just want to make that very clear. I love you, Lifer. Thanks again. See you tomorrow. Anytime, my friend, anytime. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when we post our next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the interaction on Twitter. We'll be doing more of that. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the trading group, and I'll be scanning the markets, looking for more, and going over Bitcoin. Everyone have a wonderful day. Please comment. Hold on. Try to do 2 things at once. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. I'll see you tomorrow on the next live stream. Peace. Thank you so much. Crypto is life. Love yourself. Believe in yourself. You can, you will, you are the best. You're going to do it. I know you will. Have a wonderful night. Wonderful day, afternoon. Hey.